Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
everyone. Hi, welcome to the fourth episode of The Ruins of Warsaw, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. I'm Alexandra and I'm the storyteller.
I'm Dolores and I play Janina of Clan Bruja.
I'm Faye and I'm playing Bea of Clan Malkavian.
I'm Aurora and I'm playing Mara of Clan Nosferatu.
Thank you all so much for joining us. We're very happy to have you here. And with that, let's start with a quick recap. So, last time, after waking up in the evening, Janina overheard an argument of their neighbors. And after talking to one woman involved in it, discovered that the husband of a woman living upstairs from them with her children has been killed in the cathedral a few nights ago. And from her, she learned that he was out with some friends, and one of his friends, Ludwig, lives not far from where they are and might be able to know something. Before they set out to find him, went to feed and got a bit lost, which gave Janina and Mara a lot of time to get to know each other better and for Mara to teach Janina some dancing and also show off her skills. When they finally reunited, they started heading towards Ludwig's place. However, on the way, they got attacked by two people led towards them by an old man accompanied by a dog. During the fight, Janina was most severely injured, having fought the guy with a pickaxe. And when the fight was finally broken up, as militiamen were coming, Mara also managed to stop Bea from drinking, a girl who attacked them against her will. Marta stayed with them. They took care of her, tried to get her some blood, tried to find some opportunities for feeding. It didn't go super well, but you managed to feed her a bit with Bea's blood and reassure her a little bit that now she's safe. She seemed very confused and very traumatized. And you all went to rest for the day in Mara's old theater, where you are right now, sleeping as the sun starts setting. And as it sets over Warsaw, a city that lies in ruins, Janina, you're the first one to wake up. You are in the theater. You hear rain outside. Again, it's raining very intensely. You have the almost angry sound of droplets hitting the collapsed structure above you. Some water is dripping through what remains of the ceiling that shielded you from the sun. The air is very humid. You hear Bea screaming in her sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna get to Bea and try to wake her up. So she started screaming. Stopped, not stopped.
So as you get up, you notice that Bea is screaming. She's not screaming continuously, but you hear her scream. Then she's sort of moving as if terrified. You also see Marta
Yes.
with tears on her cheeks, throwing herself in her sleep, not quite screaming, but clutching her jaw. and moving her hands as if she was trying to claw at something.
Okay, so I'm trying to wake up Bea. Hey, wake
So
up.
you're shaking Bea.
Yes, I'm trying to shake her and call her. Bea, this is Earth.
Do I wake up when shaken?
It's not that far from the time when you would normally wake up. I think you might, but before that, Bea, you are walking through the city. It's an area you don't recognize, although you know you've been here before. Buildings ahead of you are on fire. There is a smoke that clouds your vision and stings your eyes. And you know that you don't need to breathe. But you still feel like you're suffocating. There is this weight on your chest. And you trip and almost fall. But you keep going into the dark smoke towards burning buildings as your ears are filled with roaring fire and screams. And you see people running and crawling away from the fire. But none of the faces match the person that you're looking for. Or maybe they do. You're not sure. You don't really remember the face that you need to find. You must have forgotten it. You try asking about what's going on, but people just push you to the side. You fall, you hurt your hands, ripping the skin of your palms. But you still keep going. As somewhere in the distance, you see the face of your mother, very briefly, but she quickly disappears behind the dark smoke. And you keep going, barely keeping your balance. You feel the heat of the flames all around you coming closer and closer, and you hear the deafening sound of collapsing building somewhere to your left. You try to run, but you keep tripping over the rubble. You hear the plane engines somewhere above you. You shout, calling your mother, but she is gone somewhere among the flames and smoke. You can't remember who you're looking for, but you can't stop. You jump over the rubble, fall, stand up, surrounded by smoke and flames. But the heaviness in your chest is growing. Smoke stifles your screams in your throat. Your leg catches on something and you collapse again. As ahead of you, you hear another building collapsing, and your ears fill with the painful thundering sound as you fall. You are slowly regaining consciousness. You hear Janina's voice.
Are you okay?
Where am I? Where is this?
I'm your stepsister. I'm Janina.
Where am I?
You're in the theater in old Mara's lair.
Where is she?
Where's Mara?
No. Where is she? She needs to take it away. She needs to take it away until there's nothing left, until there's just an empty husk. I need it gone.
Are you talking about Felicia? Your mother?
Maybe.
We are looking for her, but she should come back home. We can check if she's there. Calm down. Try to breathe. Breathe in, breathe out.
Around that time, Mara, you wake up.
I immediately look around me to see if Marta is still there and if we are safe.
You see her waking up, looking at you, very confused and scared. And you see Janina trying to calm down Bea.
I get near them. What's happening? Is everything okay? There?
It's not okay.
I think she has an episode.
What's happening? You had a vision or something like that?
I can't be like this.
Belle, look at me. Belle, look at me. What happened? You want to stay alone for a moment to compose yourself? You prefer we go back home immediately? I take her, Mara takes very calmly, slowly takes one of her hand in hers and she tries to look to make eye contact with her. What do you want to do? You are at my lair. You're safe. Mom is not there. She's probably at home.
I need her.
We should probably take Bea home. Maybe when she will be in her familiar space, she will calm down, and maybe Felicia's there.
Yes, but we have a problem. And I point with Mara points with her horns towards Marta.
Well, maybe we can leave her alone here for a few hours.
I don't know.
Or we can split. One of us can take Bea home, and the other one will stay with Marta.
Okay, but don't get lost.
I won't.
Where is our communal heaven? Is very far from my theater.
No, it's a short walk. It's maybe 20 minutes to half an hour.
Okay. I give you roughly an hour.
Give me rather hour and a half.
Okay, after that...
If Felicia will be there, I will bring her here with Bea.
Okay.
And if not, we will return with Bea once she's all back to herself.
Okay. Mara looks again at Bea. Okay. Now I leave you with our most fighting capable sister, and I stay here babysitting. Don't take long because I should hunt very soon. So don't take you too much time to have your beauty trip.
We will be back. Okay, Bea? Are you okay with this? Yes? Okay.
I can try to make, I don't know, expression, something roll to try to calm a bit Bea. I don't know.
I mean, you talk to her. I think you calmed her down sort of as much as you could.
Janina, it's all in your capable hands.
Yeah. I thought that maybe you could take a mask of Felicia, but I think Bea could see through it, so it would be useless.
That could happen. As you're talking, you see Marta is just observing you, sitting there with her hands wrapped around her legs.
I'm occasionally glancing at her slightly confusedly.
She's okay. Babysitter Mara is ready. You see in character the idea of me taking taking Felicia, making myself appear as Felicia, or was out of game?
Did you say it out loud, Janina?
Oh no, it was out of game. It was like
It was a great idea. Maybe or maybe
I thought
not.
so, yeah.
it was more like
Okay.
an idea.
As you are
Okay.
doing that, Marta looks at you and says, I can stay here on my own, you know. I'll be fine. I don't want to. What is wrong with her?
Oh, she's just stressed.
Can I do something?
No, just maybe stay here with Mara and
Yes.
protect the fortress.
Yes. Your
Sure.
resident Nosferatu babysitter, and for free.
Right.
Okay, so I will take Bea and we will go home to see if Felicia's there. And I'm holding Bea's hand so she didn't run off.
I squeeze your hand very tightly. Well, as tightly as I can with my single dot of strength.
Yeah, we are very strong coterie.
So you start walking towards your haven. Mara, you stay with Marta, who looks after Bea and Janina as they start going through the rubble and the ruins towards the way out of the theater. She looks at you when they're gone. So what are we gonna do now?
Okay. I will not lie to you. The situation is a bit complicated. I don't know exactly what will happen. I'll try to make you stay well, alive in a sense. Well, as a walking, let's say. But things are dangerous. Well, we are used to danger, I think, after the war. But it's a different kind of dangers.
Yes, I guess so.
I don't know much about your friends, but I suppose you don't either, from what you tell us.
Not really. They didn't really seem interested in telling me much.
I don't know. From what I saw, they tend to just like kidnap people and sending them attacking, doing something. I don't know.
What they did. Said I need to prove myself. But I think this sounded funny.
They seem like some sort of crazy cult, but
yes.
We have other vampires organizations, super clubs, but I never actually met anyone from them. I just heard rumors about a returning prince. But I don't know. For now.
But how do you live? I mean, yesterday you were planning to assault some people. Is that what you have to do? Is that what there's to it?
Okay. To survive, we need blood, and we hunt. You don't have to kill what you hunt.
But you have to hurt.
They find our fight pleasurable for reasons I don't know. It's not a bad experience for them, usually. I myself tend to be a bit of an asshole when I am. I like to, I don't know, show off a bit, but it's my thing. You can be as silent as a shadow. You bite them, and they never know better. They will have the best time of their lives, and they think they just had too much at once. You don't have to hurt them. I have this need of scare them, but it's a thing I have, not something you.
She moves a bit from you as you say that, looking rather scared.
Yes, thank you. No, sorry, I didn't. It feels kind of good, but no, don't be scared. I like the attention, but don't be scared. I will not hurt you. And I never really hurt you humans either. I just perform.
That's alright, yeah, I just need to think.
Okay, I don't know, I feel like this babysitting thing is not going well for some reason. Okay, we will. I'm pretty new myself, but don't worry. I'm a fast learner, so I know basically all there is to know. So you are safe. I will keep you safe. Just stay with us, and we figure out something. This is our home. This is my home, to be precise. And we will not let right?
Sorry, I didn't hear the last bit.
We will not let others drive us away from our home. Okay?
All right.
Okay, that's fine. It's a bit. Let's think like this. I will tell you something that helped me. Think as you were. Your life. Don't think of your life anymore. It's like something. It's like another person. You are a new person.
I'm not sure I want to be this person. I've seen nothing that would make it worth it.
We will find something. One of our play as in the role of humans is over. This play is over. The curtains are full, but we will find another tale, another play to join. As monsters now, probably. But we will find our role. We have to have one. Don't you agree? And she looks to Marta like hopefully. Like she's not so sure what she's trying to convince herself as much as to convince her.
Makes sense. Marta doesn't look very convinced. She's nodding and she says, all right. But you can see, like, she's not even hiding it, that she's troubled by all you're saying. She's calm, like, she's reasonably calm. She's not going to run off. But she is like just kind of curling up and looking at you and shaking her head, maybe not realizing that.
I don't know. I don't have all the answers in the world. I'm still looking for some of them. But I know that I want to find. Existence cannot be just surviving. So we need to find something.
All right.
But we need to survive. So don't stay with us. I'm sorry to tell you this, and this is harsh and this is cruel, but you cannot go back. The tale of Marta is over.
No, I can't go back. My whole life, you know what I've done? You know what they did to me? I'm sorry. I just.
You are right. I don't. It was easy for me because my life was burned. I have nothing to go back to, even if it was possible. I have nothing.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Don't be.
I'm just not sure if I can look at myself anymore.
You are not Marta anymore. Okay, this is over. You are the new you now. Choose another name. Okay, let's choose something you like. I don't know. What name do you like? What you want? What's your favorite name?
I think I'd rather try to say Marta for now.
Okay.
I need to think about it. And she kind of curls up a bit more.
I'm here and I have literally nothing to do. So, if you want, you can talk to me of everything. You can ask me a question. You can talk me about what they did to you. I don't know. You're right.
Just give me a moment, okay?
Marta, Mara, on the stage, on the old barn stage of the theater, she sits. She looks around. It's not very beautiful anymore, but she starts to recite one of her favorite plays, probably.
Okay, so you start a monologue, just speaking, and your words echo around the ruins of your theater. As Marta observes you. She doesn't interact in any way.
Obviously, I demand to roll for performance.
Roll performance and charisma.
I obviously have to impress.
With difficulty 7.
Is charisma or dexterity?
Well, it was dexterity for dancing, but you are reciting now, so I'd say it's charisma.
Difficulty?
7.
No. Mara will be angry for the rest of the game.
Did you not get anything?
No success. No success.
So you're reciting the words and you hear that they fall sort of flat. Maybe you can't quite get into it at the moment. Maybe there's other things on your mind. You can't lose yourself in it. as much as you normally do.
I'll have to now. I will be grumpy for the rest of the game. Grumpy
Well,
Marta.
in the meantime, Janina and Vera, you are leaving the theater. It's raining heavily outside. You see some woman running with an umbrella, holding a baby to her chest. The baby's crying. You hear it's crying, wailing, mixed with the sound of the rain as you start walking, getting soaked, walking towards your haven.
Are you okay? Are you feeling better now? What do you remember?
Burning.
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. Can't dwell on it.
Okay.
The girl with the horns. What was her name again?
It's Mara. She lives with us. She's one of us.
Yes, I knew her face. Just the names were hard.
You have your notebook. When we get home, maybe you can look through it and everything will come back to you.
Right. The other girl. Who is she?
We saved her. She attacked us and then we saved her because she is innocent. The people that attacked us, they turned her and made her to fight us. But, she didn't want to do it. She is a new vampire. So we decided to take her in and maybe help her if we can. Felicia definitely will, if she's home. And I'm sure she cares a lot about you, so she will be home as soon as she can. Maybe she's already there, sitting in her chair, waiting for you.
We're all so lost.
Yeah. But at least we are not lost on the street. We will make it back to our haven. Try to think about something nice. Happy memories with Felicia.
Errol. It's like trying to grab water. It
Yeah,
all just flows through my hand, and I'm left with nothing.
I think I can relate. When my mother died, I also felt like there was not enough time with her, that everything was just lost. But Felicia, unlike my mother, is not lost. She's a strong woman and she won't ever leave you. So,
How do you know?
I don't know, she just have this connection with you. It feels like a very, very strong bond, and I can see that she would never leave you alone. Not if she could help it. And as long as she's alive, she's gonna be back by your side sooner or later. And she will make everything better for you. So maybe think about that she, sooner or later, she will make all the nightmares go away again.
And you are walking through the rain and finally feeling your clothes already soaking through. You get to your haven. You see that the light is on inside.
Okay, so we run a bit, like hide from the rain and also anticipating to see Felicia.
So you
So we
come to the door.
bust through the door.
You bust through the door, and the first person you see is Roman, actually. A Nosferatu, in his Nosferatu face at the moment. His skin almost folded into many wrinkles, as if there was too much of it. He looks at you. Well, this about time. I was about to go look for you.
We were looking for you and Felicia for the past couple of nights. We are so happy to see you. We were so worried.
Hello, girls. You hear Felicia's voice.
Mother.
And I will let Bea's hand and I will let her go and hug her mother.
So, Bea, do you run towards Felicia?
I just cling to her.
Into her. She hugs you. She is sitting in her armchair, but she raises her hands to hug you. Oh, my dear. Oh, this is very troubling. Oh, you're with me now. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. It's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. And as you are there with her, you start feeling calmer. Some of the fear that's been in you is extinguished. And she's just hugging you. Ben, my dear, what happened? Oh, you're better already. I can tell you're better already.
I don't know what happened.
Shh. You are safe now. We're together.
Forever.
Of course, I shouldn't have left you like this. I'm so sorry. Did you try to look for us? She glances towards you, Janina, as she still is just hugging.
Yes, we were looking for you and we were attacked. And then we were looking to some other stuff while still waiting for you because we found your note and we were attacked by Sabbat.
She looks worried at you. Sabbat, oh, this is horrible news. Well, same
Felicia.
happened to us, I'm afraid.
Yes, we were at the cemetery. We saw a person that attacked you, but she left. She didn't attack us, so...
Well, I'm very glad. As you're looking at Felicia, you see that she is looking very pale. She is looking very clearly like a dead woman. Normally, she takes care not to, but she is looking like sick, almost dead. And her hands are shaking a bit as she's hugging Bea. But as you calm down a bit, you start feeling that her hands are shaking.
I lean up and I just take her hands in mine and just sit there holding her hands.
She sits there with you. She collapses back into her armchair, closes her eyes for a bit, winces. Oh.
Are you hurt, Mother?
I am not very well. I will recover, of course. I just need some rest. I just got hurt pretty badly. But I've been through a few rough patches before, and I'll pull through this one as well. Just need some rest, and now you guys are here. Wait, where is Mara?
Well, Mara is at the theater because when we were attacked by a girl, a new turned girl, and we managed to help her, and we take her to Mars Haven for the night because we didn't want to bring her here because we are not sure we can trust her, but I think she is just lost, an unfortunate kindred, and we want you to meet her after you feel better.
All right, that might not be. I of course would like to meet her. I'm sorry. I'm very tired.
Do you want me to bring you some blood?
Oh, she glances at the Roman review. We can take care of that. We'll be all right. It will just take time and rest.
Okay. So
Roman is looking at you, and at this point he says, "Yeah, she got cut pretty badly. Didn't think it was that serious at first.
where were you hiding?
I have few places about the city. They even disappears, people move in and out. But I had a hideout, not far from the cemetery."
Okay, so what exactly happened on the cemetery? Were you ambushed?
Yeah, I don't know who fucked up after that Tremere, but, well, didn't end well for her.
Yeah.
I'm getting my notebook out and starting to go over the last few nights.
So you find the notes, you find information about your visit to the cemetery. You meeting Marta. It all starts sort of arranging itself into some kind of order in your head now that you don't feel so terrified. Roman continues. So yeah, like we started talking, and well, she didn't really know anything. She said she was in hiding, was convinced that her sire was dead, but fuck knows, maybe she was just optimistic. And then they ambushed us. Felicia kept saying something will be wrong, but, well, I didn't know how wrong it was going to get. If I knew
I
I
saw
don't
a
know what I
vision.
would have done.
I saw an omen that it was going to go wrong. I tried to send a feeling. I don't know whether it got through.
Felicia hugs you a bit more, reaches towards your shoulders. I think it might have.
I'm glad.
I'm glad you were thinking of me. But yes, what Roman's saying is true. Some young lady jumped me with a big knife, and well, if it wasn't for Roman here, I don't think I'd still be with you. And there were a few others, but I didn't see them very well.
Was there any Nosferatu? Because we had an encounter with one. Probably a Nosferatu.
She glances towards Roman. It's like, not that I could tell, but you never quite know. I saw some overdressed bitch and some
Blonde?
mean-looking guy who just stood there. Yeah, she was blonde.
Yes. I saw her in a vision. She murdered a homeless man.
Wouldn't surprise me.
We also
So-
met with a priest, me and Mara. And I think
Kind of a priest. Wait.
a vampire priest. I think they are Sabbat and the
Fuck
Nosferatu,
me.
and the Nosferatu is with him, the one that attacked us. They are the ones that turned the girl we found that first attacked us. There was also a man, but he got away. They are treating people and vampires like trash. Like the priest was talking about some equinox madness. I don't know. They were saying such weird things. I think they're a cult of mad people, mad vampires, for worse.
Sounds like Sabbat, alright.
They murder people, and they turn people, and then they murder the vampires. They don't care about anything. I think they're mad.
Well, mad or not, they're bad news.
Yeah, I think the priest will remember me and Mara, because we were not exactly kind when we were speaking to him.
My condolences, I guess. And he turns towards Felicia, like, listen, Felicia, we really need to find Camarilla. This is
We
not
have a
fucking
phone
joke.
number. We have a phone number.
Yes.
What kind of phone number?
We met a girl called Rahela. She's of our clan mother. She said her sire was Bruno.
Bruno?
He plays at a museum.
Oh, it's good to know that he's still around.
I've got the page open and just sort of reading over the notes.
Yeah.
She looked about 12.
Well, I don't know her, but Bruno, it's gonna be good to reunite with him. Listen, maybe you should bring Mara here, so that we can all talk about what happened and decide something.
And what about the girl?
Well,
I looked at her yesterday. She's lost, but she doesn't want to hurt anyone.
well, that's a good start at least. I would very much like to meet her.
I think we could trust her.
Well, you said she came from Sabbat.
She was a victim. So
Well, I think we should talk to Mara, and
I believe she said she was babysitting.
yes, she's with her.
oh, you girls are growing up so fast.
But we missed you.
I missed you too, and I'm so glad you're safe. This is horrible what you're telling me. Sabbat priests?
Yes.
Someone who attacks you?
We need to be
I
together.
never should have let you go alone to this cathedral.
Well, I'm glad everyone is safe, at least for now.
Well, she kind of makes a move as if she was trying to stand up, but she is very shaky.
I will go and help her.
I'll join at the other side.
She leans on your arm, but you can feel that she is very weak. Oh, I really don't think I'm in any condition for moving about.
We could go and get the girls and come back here.
Yes, if you allow it.
I think that would be better.
All right. Bea, do you want to go with me, or you want to wait with Felicia?
I think it's probably better if we stick together. I don't think we should go alone at the moment.
All right. So we will be back in 35 minutes.
I turn to Roman before we leave and say, thank you for keeping her safe.
He gives you a little bow. No problem at all. That's what I'm here for.
No. I'll turn to Janina. Let's go get them.
Yes, let's go get them.
And you start walking back. In the meantime, Mara, you finish your monologue. You're not satisfied with it. For some reason, your heart just wasn't in it.
I'm also pretty injured and pretty angry. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yes,
How
you
am
are
I-
feeling hungry.
Marta is relatively calm. Is she?
Yeah, she's just looking at you. She's calm. She's obviously frightened, but she doesn't look like she's about to, suddenly start running or frenzy or anything like that.
If I think she is calm, I go take a look. I'm not exiting the theaters, but I'm take a look at the streets if everything is okay. If I see dogs and so just to be safe.
Well, as you're walking out, she looks to you like, "Where are you going?"
Watch duties. I'm going to make sure, I don't know, an angry Sabbat mob with torches is not coming at us. Just
Sure. Sure.
just taking a glimpse of the situation. You stay here.
All right, I will.
You can touch, but don't move things. Okay?
Okay.
I take a look outside.
Right. Roll perception and alertness. With difficulty 7.
Uh-huh. Three successes.
3 successes. You don't see the dog. You see some stray dog walking through the street. It doesn't appear to pay you much attention. Bears its teeth at you. And then promptly runs off along the street. It is raining. There aren't really many people around. It all appears to be quiet.
Okay.
There is a militiaman walking along the street, cursing to himself in the rain, complaining about the weather just to himself.
Obviously, I'm paranoid, but it's usual for stray dogs to be in a neighborhood.
There are. Yes, it's not like there is only that one stray dog. You've seen stray dogs in the area all over. The same with rats. They are pretty common sight.
Okay, I'll pretend that they are not here to spy on us. I don't really believe it, but I'll try to.
It is walking off, like it's gone now. It's disappeared somewhere around the corner.
I go back inside. I don't leave Mara. I would really like to go hunting, but I don't. Still, I have to keep an eye on Marta. So I go back. All safe. No army of evil coming towards the castle. How are you feeling?
I am feeling a bit hungry.
Don't tell me that.
I hate that I feel like this. This is awful. I don't want to do this. I don't want to assault people on the street. I know you say, and I'm just not sure I can do this, you know.
Don't worry. Let an expert teach you how this is done. She looks like she just survived a war, or she could look like a normal passerby.
Who, Marta?
Yes.
Well, she looks sort of like beaten up a bit. Her clothes are dirty. Her hair, she tried to sort of brush it with her hands a bit, but there's still bits of like dirt in it, and it's in some sort of disarray.
Okay. What are what are your specialties? You don't know, right?
What do you mean by specialties?
I don't know. You feel you are good at hiding. You
I'm
feel
pretty
strong.
good at hiding. I used to carry messages during the war.
Good. So this is how this is going to go. We are going to. There are few people outside, but this means that they are isolated and easy to prey upon. So
But I
we
don't. But I'm sorry, I know you mean well, but you don't understand. I don't want to prey on anybody.
and
I don't think I can. I've done all the things I've done during the war was for the people here in this
Okay.
country, and now you're asking me to feed on them?
Okay. New plan. She's pretty.
She's not bad looking. I mean, at the moment, her hair
Okay.
is in complete disarray, and she's covered sort of partially in dirt, and she's been beaten up. But you know, she's pretty. She just looks very messy at the moment.
Okay.
She's not like stunningly beautiful, but reasonably pretty.
Okay. There's another tactics we could use. I can be the one who do the praying. You just, I don't know, stop a passerby, try to be nice, to catch his attention. You drag him in a place a bit isolated, and I do the I am a monster thing.
All right. Okay. Let's
Okay.
give it a go.
Okay, we can do that. We should probably wait for the others, but I think you seem like you're smart. We are good on our own.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, never. Anything, never.
Mara starts to like finding something to give her to dress, like a shirt, something more not destroyed. And
There isn't anything that would look just normal. But you find some kind of a shirt and some kind of a skirt. She looks very overdressed, but also it is partially burnt. It looks better than her current clothing. And she looks at it kind of skeptical.
No, don't worry. Let the expert do this. I try to, I don't know, stylish her hair, do something to make her look more presentable.
Okay, so you start doing that. Around this time, Janina and Bea, you arrive back at the theater.
Are the girls there?
Yes,
Yes.
you see Mara trying to drape some of the theater clothing on Marta, and Marta is kind of standing there. And around that time, when they go in, you see that she just starts crying, and the bloody tears run down her cheeks. And she tries to wipes them away and wipes the blood all around her cheeks as she does this. And she tries to stop herself from crying, but she just can't.
I'll swoop in and pull out a handkerchief. Oh, hello. Oh, darling. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Just sort of dabbing.
There. Oh, it's good to see you.
welcome.
Meanwhile, we have a good news.
Yeah, finally, after many, many nights.
Yes, Felicia and Roman are safe. They are back in our haven.
Oh, good. That's good
And
news.
they want to meet Marta.
That's
Felicia
also-
allowed her to visit our haven, so we can go.
I
Okay.
smile warmly at Marta. I knew she'd let you come along. Just needed to be sure.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
It's going to be all right, darling.
Yes, Felicia will teach you everything you need to know. And she is probably much better at explaining about everything.
Yes.
Marta is now looking to Bea, looking kind of calmer and more reassured, seeing her there.
I'll just squeeze her hand.
She squeezes your hand back.
It'll be all right.
It's like, I ruined your handkerchief, I'm sorry.
That's all right. We go through a lot of them.
Such a stupid thing to worry about right now.
That's all right.
Yes. The most stupid things, the harder somehow. Well, I was going to give her first lesson in hunting, mostly because I really have to hunt. Like,
Well, I wouldn't mind something to eat too, but
Yes, Janina and Mara, as Marta is crying. You smell her blood.
oops.
It's
I try not to look at it.
it is very tempting.
Yeah.
I try to, but I have 4 blood, so probably I should roll.
You should probably roll for self-control. Difficulty is 6.
Okay. Yes, 1 success.
1 success, so you can control yourself. How much blood do you have, Janina?
I have 5.
You have 5. And what is your blood pool? Isn't that?
It's kind of big, so my blood pool is it's 12.
It's 12. So I would also like you
Okay.
to roll for self-control. It's gonna be difficulty 8.
We can't
Oh
all
my
eat
God.
her, guys.
Oh my god. What? I have no successes and one. So Janina is failing rolls once again.
Okay, I think Marta will not be a problem for much longer.
Okay, so
Can I see this happening?
you can see this happening.
I'd like to
As
stand
you
in
are
front of
talking,
Marta.
You see Janina stare at Marta's tears and then at the handkerchief. And her fangs appear. Her pupils are very small.
I
She
push Marta
snarls.
behind me and
Marta
fling the handkerchief
takes
at her.
At Marta, or it's
No,
Janina?
I fling the handkerchief at Janina.
As soon as I see that, I launch myself on Janina with my powerful strength one.
So you launch yourself at Janina as Janina is about to jump at Bea. All right, well, roll your strength and brawl. Mara.
I am hurt. I have -1, so I don't have dice in strength.
So you
and brawl.
automatically fail.
Okay.
That's what it says in the book. I checked this.
Mars on me falling.
Oh god, this is gonna be a disaster.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
But-
Janina. But what you see is Janina is about to jump at you. You're the person standing in front of her, between her and her meal. And at this point, Mara just attaches herself to Janina, and I think Janina at this point you would attack Mara, who was so foolish to attack you.
Okay.
So roll me please, dexterity and brawl.
Okay.
You don't have penalties because you're in frenzy.
Okay. Well, what
This
is
is
difficulty?
It's 6.
Yeah, but I have 1 success, but I have also 1, so no success.
Oh god, okay, this is... Well, at least your dice are consistent. So, yeah, you know, Janina turns angry towards Mara, tries to pull her somehow. But like Mara just slips through her hands and stumbles. Janina snarls at her.
I want to put on my most authoritative voice and just go, Janina, stop. This is not
Please
becoming.
Should I roll something?
Should I roll?
You can roll for charisma. Well, I don't think you can roll for charisma and persuasion to just or intimidate leadership. Actually, sorry, charisma and leadership.
Okay. Do I get talker for this?
I don't think you're quite smooth talking. I think you're more being
That's fair.
authoritative.
That's fair. Okay. I might spend willpower on this.
I'm gonna give you difficulty 9 but if you succeed, you will sort of start maybe getting through to her.
Okay. I've spent a willpower.
Okay, good.
So that's 2 successes.
That's 2 successes. Janina, you hear this voice, you are angry, you want to rip someone to shreds. Do you want to spend willpower for a turn resist your frenzy?
Yes, I think
And
I
then
will.
you can roll self-control again to try to get
Yes.
out of it.
Okay, so I will spend willpower and roll for self-control. What is the difficulty?
It's gonna be 8 again.
I have 1 success.
I have 1 success. Okay. Well, this
Oh, thank God.
disastrously than I expected. Just as a point,
Yeah,
you
no.
can also spend willpower on self-control rolls. So, yeah. So at this point, as you are about to just launch yourself at Mara again, you regain consciousness. You feel your fangs just going back, hiding in your jaw.
I will sit on the ground. I'm so sorry. I'm just hurt and I'm hungry. I didn't want this to happen.
Right.
I apologize.
I think
to
you two
everyone.
need to go and hunt.
I
I will speak to Marta and I will help her with her hunting.
Okay, that is very reasonable.
Bear's just standing there, arms folded, just looking at you with the an expression that's probably reminiscing some of Felicia's expressions.
Marta is like, she went
Let's
back a few steps, she's just looking, like kind of terrified.
I'll turn back to her and just put a hand on her shoulder. It's going to be all right. This is why we don't let ourselves get too hungry. First lesson.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I scared you.
Right, you two,
All right.
go.
Yes. Should
Before
we
another
meet
slip-up
here
happens.
or we will meet
Yes,
at
we'll
home?
meet back here. We'll meet back
Okay.
here.
Okay. So let's make it quick. But let's try not to do anything stupid. And I'm saying it like to myself mostly.
I wait until
Let's try
they've
to
left.
I will take Mara's hand and we'll go and we'll take her out of the theater.
So you are in
I-
the theater.
I give give Janina a smirk with my fangs out, and I say, just imagine my presence for the time being, my dear. I don't have blood to be your creepy twin sister. now."
Okay, let's
And
try.
I disappear because no,
Mm.
it's not the time for spending blood.
Will we hunt like together, or will like the one person we will talk, or you want to hunt your own person, like two people, one for me and one for you.
Okay.
How do you want to do it?
In many ways, but probably one person alone will not be enough.
Yeah, but we can try one at first,
Yes.
and then one
Yes.
more. Okay, what
Not
people
in
do
my
we see?
bad condition.
So as you walk out into the rain, looking for people, there aren't that many people since it is raining quite heavily. But you see two young men running along the street.
Too. Last time it didn't went well, and I'm not in a very good state to charm anyone. So
Yeah, they are running. One has like his coat pulled up over
is
his
there
head.
anyone
The
who's
other keeps
alone?
his hat. So they run past you.
Yeah.
Not at the moment, but if you look a bit more, you might find
Yes.
someone else.
I will try to go a bit further away from the theater and try to look for someone who is alone, because what I want to do is basically see someone who is alone, try walk past him and just grab him quickly, because I am not in a state of trying to pretend.
Okay. So this man run past you, like
I will nod to Mara that they are two and we're not ready today.
they give you like a glance and sort of, it's you. Aren't you enjoying the rain? But then they just keep going. You walk a bit more and you see an older woman carrying like a bag, slightly hunched, water dripping from her coat, some of her gray hair. She's walking alone, quite slowly on the street.
I'm gonna hate myself for that, but I'm very hungry, so I would rather drink from her and not hurt anyone else. So even though despite I wouldn't normally go for an older woman, I'm gonna try to walk fast so I was in the same level as her, and once I will let her go for a bit, and then I will just jump on her, like not
so you
jump,
just want
yes.
to jump on her and
from
overpower
behind
her
and just
with your
hide
strength.
her.
You can do that, no problem. This is an elderly woman, and you are unnaturally strong.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
So you walk behind her. She glances at you briefly, but then just says a comment of like, "Oh, this is a truly terrible weather."
Yes, I'm sorry. And as I say I'm sorry, I jump.
And then you just jump at her.
Yes.
sinking your fangs into her neck.
Yes, but I try
She
my
gives
best to
a
control.
little soft moan. Her bag just falls. Some of the groceries just roll out of it. And you start drinking.
Yeah.
And the taste is overpowering. And please roll for self-control. Again, with the same difficulty.
I think I'm gonna spend willpower.
Okay.
And what does it does when I'm spending? Because I never
It
remember.
gives you a guaranteed success.
Okay. Okay. So. And what was the difficulty?
8.
8. Well, I have no success. So good, I spent it.
So you almost lose yourself in the taste. But you are able, just by focusing at the last moment, to pull yourself out.
Yeah.
How much do you want to take? Do you want
Only
to take
the safe account.
That's 2 blood points. You can drink that safely. Mara, you of course see that happening.
And
keeping watch. I'm very angry, but I'm keeping watch in a way.
I will lick the wound and I will sit the lady on the ground and I will help her with her bags and I will put everything back.
So you're putting everything in the bag. There was like a bit of bread which fell into the puddle. It's now a bit soaked.
If I have any money on me, I will slip a few for the bread. Like
you might slip a bit of money. You put her back. She is there, sort of moaning.
Are you
slowly.
Okay? You just collapsed.
I must have.
Are you okay? Do you need me to take you home?
Oh, that's very kind of you. If you could just walk me.
Yes.
I don't live far. It's just few buildings down the road.
Yes.
She looks for her shopping.
I will take the bags for her.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. You're a sweetheart.
Okay.
Heavily, I follow them.
Yes, Mara, you saw Janina feed. You're still hungry. What are you thinking right now as you follow?
Hurry up! I'm hungry.
Well, Janina is thinking that maybe when we take her in the building, we might find someone in the building, like inside, not in her apartment, but like,
Probably I can think of little other than blood at this moment. I don't think Mara.
I mean,
I'm trying to be
quite
fast.
that crazed yet, but it is very clearly on your mind, hunger.
Yeah.
Nina, what are you thinking about as you're walking this woman home? She's complimenting you on how nice and helpful you are.
I feel guilty because I don't like to drink from old people and vulnerable people, but I think that it's better than, just getting into that frenzy again, because that was horrible and I didn't like that lose of control. And I think this is a lesser evil. So I try to calm myself by thinking that she's okay. Then there's nothing wrong with her, so I can sleep freely. And once when I'm going, I'm gonna just like say I'm sorry, like to the side where I think Mara is, that it's taking me like so long.
Right. So you walk the woman. As you are walking with her, there is a single militiaman walking past you the other direction. Mara, you think it's the same one who's been patrolling the area. You saw him in front of the theater.
I like the meme when the two people walk and one of the two look the other way. I'm trying to follow Janina, but I'm a bit starting to be a bit distracted by this meal that is walking.
Do you want to go after him, or are you sticking with Janina?
I think I'll roll self-control.
Okay, roll for self-control is gonna be fairly easy, like 5 to keep walking is fine.
Okay, I rolled 1, so I keep following the guy. So I start I don't know
Okay,
what.
right. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. Really, you have no successes.
That's how we roll. We have no successes.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's just that sort of night, apparently.
Well, okay, then Mara, you turn around and you start following him. Completely focused.
And Janina's here
On your
thinking Mara's still
prey.
there.
The street is pretty empty. He is walking, trying to smoke a cigarette, but it won't light because it's raining, and he swears, drops it to the ground,
I don't know, I feel
looks
Mara,
around, obviously doesn't see you.
Mara feels a kind of brotherhood with this guy because he's just as unlucky as her these days. She feels a kind of sympathy for him. I probably she follows him for a bit if he's in a position where they are away from people and in a just isolated spot. She just bite him from the shadows because.
Okay, so you sneak up on him and you bite. And I'm going to need you to roll self-control as well.
Okay.
But it's going to be
We
difficult
rolled
to
today.
because you're not a bruja. So
I don't know. I risk it.
you know that the penalties don't count for this roll, right?
Hmm?
Or did I completely mess that up? You don't have penalties on this roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Risk it.
You risk it.
Okay, one success.
One success. How much do you take?
Enough not to kill him.
2 is
I want
safe.
Okay.
You can try to risk 3.
No, Mara instantly likes this guy, so.
So you take 2.
No, in the rain, he can't light his cigarette. Okay, you have a shitty night like us. We are friends. So she takes 2. And okay, because he can't see me. So she, while he probably is a bit.
Well, he will be dazed as you are drinking from him, and a little bit afterwards, he won't immediately look at you and see you. You know that from experience. The kiss leaves people a bit, not quite there.
Mara takes a cigarette, saying, "It's better if you stop." And she disappears in the.
Okay, he sort of gives out like a groan, and he's standing up, but you scurry away, invisible. In the meantime, Bea.
Yes.
You stay behind with Marta. She's looking at you.
Right, now that's out of the way. Sorry about that.
No, I suppose it's all right.
Like I said, first rule, try not to let yourself get hungry, because when you get hungry, mistakes get made, and it's much easier to lose control. Okay?
I understand.
Okay. Have you hunted before?
I was given people, and
Okay.
they were dead, and I killed them. Do you understand? I killed them. They made me kill them.
I just sort of stroke her arm.
I'm so,
That was not your
I don't
choice.
want to do this again.
You don't
I
need
don't want to be a monster. I can't live as a monster. Is there
You don't need to. You do not need to kill anyone.
The actress who stayed with me, Mara, she said there's no way of turning back, but I don't want to be like this.
The experience doesn't have to be like the one that you've just had. It's not all horror.
But we are monsters. We cause harm.
Mara has a habit of dramatizing everything. It's her way of coping.
She said she liked making people scared.
Mara's not really able to interact with people the way that she used to anymore without wearing a mask.
I know.
So
I
this is
understand. It must be even worse.
It's different. We all have our own problems. That's hers. So what we can focus on is what you can do now. Your diet is a little different now, and you need to accept that that's okay. You don't have to hurt anyone. You just take what they can afford to give, and you don't need to be cruel about it. You don't need to injure them. You can have a pleasant conversation with them. You can have a good evening.
What if I asked them? Maybe they wouldn't mind. I don't want to take anything by force.
The problem is that, well, you didn't really believe in us before all this, did you?
Of course not.
Yeah. There is a reason for that. It's dangerous for people to know what we are, because then we're at risk of being hunted for what we are by people who
Well,
assume
I think that's pretty understandable. I'd hunt us.
Did you hunt
I'm
me?
sorry. I just don't want to be a monster. I don't want to live like this.
You don't have to be a monster. Listen, I dislike hurting people. It's not I find it very distasteful. So I don't hurt people. Unless I'm given no choice.
But you drink from them.
Yes.
How is that not assault?
Did you eat meat before this?
Yeah, of course I did, but that's different. We're talking about people.
Why is it more acceptable to kill an animal than it is to take some blood from a human?
I don't know, I guess. The people like my father and my mother and my friends.
But think of this. If you take a little and you don't hurt them, then you're less likely to make a mistake. You're less likely to be hungry. You're less likely to cause serious injury. Okay? You need to keep yourself in check, and you can stay civilized.
All right, if you say so.
Mm-hmm. And I've been doing this for a while, darling. Okay? It's okay.
Okay, if you say so.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, out of character, I'm just thinking, do I know whether we can drink blood that's maybe bagged or anything? Or if there was a hospital or something?
There is a hospital not far from here.
Yeah.
But I don't think you would have been there very often. Janina goes to the hospital sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, I possibly don't quite know where it is.
There.
Yeah.
You know where it is? It's not far from the cathedral, actually.
Great.
That's the closest one.
Okay. There's potentially another option. I've never tried it myself. If you don't feel like taking blood directly from a person, Janina knows some people in a hospital. We could maybe see about getting you blood that's from a bag as opposed to from a person.
I think that would be easier.
You could even drink from animals as another solution if you don't want to drink from people. I think that's what some people do. Again,
easier as well.
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah, I will say it's not as satisfying. It doesn't fill you up as much, but if you can stomach it, then that's also a solution. How are you feeling right now? Are you hungry?
I am hungry, yes.
Right, okay. We probably need a quicker solution. I'll be honest, I'm not very good at catching animals, and animals don't tend to like us very much, so the animal solution might not be viable right this minute.
All right. What should we do then?
We could maybe wait for the girls to get back, and once they're more themselves, we could ask Janina whether she could take us to the hospital, and we'll see if we can get you some bagged blood. Okay?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all right, darling. I'll squeeze her hand and just sit with her.
She squeezes your hand and looks at you. She looks a bit calmer now. Squeezes your hand, just looking to you. What are you thinking about?
I'm kind of confused by her strong feelings against drinking blood because it's natural, it's what we are. I don't understand the squeamishness, but I'm not going to push her to do something that she doesn't want to. That just seems rude. I'm feeling responsible towards her, and I'm trying to figure out a solution that'll get around the problem. But I don't know. Maybe we'll start with the bagged blood and then maybe work up when she's feeling a bit better. I don't know.
And you sit with her, squeezing her hand as she's holding yours very tightly, very strongly. Janina, you walk with the woman.
Yes.
You turn into an archway. She walks towards one of the staircases there, towards one of the doors. Searches for her keys, can't find it in one pocket, can't find it in the other. Finally, locates the keys, opens the door. Oh, thank you so much, love. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Are you feeling all right? Is the
I
headache gone?
I'm feeling a bit lightheaded.
I think you should eat and drink and maybe have a nap. Everything's
Must be
gonna
the
be
sweater.
okay.
Oh, I'm so lucky you found me there. Thank you so much, darling.
Yes, thank you too. And
Would
I'm
you
gonna...
mind just helping me carry this bag up the stairs?
Oh yes, sure.
I just live on the first floor.
Yes, I will.
So you walk into a quite dark staircase to the first floor, where she opens another door, takes a bag from you. Oh, be careful. I pray for you to be happy.
Oh,
Such
thank
a
you.
lovely little
Thank
lovely
you.
young woman. Oh, thank you so much, darling.
Good
I'm
night.
really glad the youth is like that in their country, even after everything they've been through.
Yes.
And then she just waves at you, takes her bag and locks the door.
Okay. And are you there? I'm trying to see if Mara's there. but there's nothing.
There's no response.
Damn it. So I'm gonna go outside.
You
And
go
I
into
was-
the courtyard.
Yes, and I slowly, like, are you, like every couple of meters, are you here? Like just, silently. But so I didn't look like a crazy person, but just like, are you here? Are you there? And I slowly walked towards the theater.
Okay, so you start walking towards theater. Mara, would you be following the direction Janina went, I presume?
Yes.
So you see her, like, going out of one of the archways.
As soon as she's alone and in a place where no one is around to see us,
It is pretty empty on the street, so
Okay.
you can easily find such a place.
let's say when we are relatively near to the theater, I jump out of the shadows as I hug her from behind.
Oh my God.
So something wraps itself around you from behind.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Sorry.
Where did you
I got-
go?
In the way.
Did you manage to feed?
Yes, it's
I'm
why
sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
got-
It took so long.
Stop saying you're sorry. You did
I-
say that too many times tonight.
Okay.
She's trying to light a cigarette while she can just
What are you
at some
doing?
point.
You have
She
some
jumped-
matches, but they are getting soaked, and you're not having any more success than this guy did.
Did
You know-
you have success about feeding?
Yeah,
Yes.
I also gain this, and probably stop a guy from smoking and make him healthy.
Well,
So we
good.
see.
Good for you. What a good deed.
How do you feel? I put the cigarette in my mouth.
So you
I
walk
give
with a
up.
cigarette
I
in your
wouldn't
mouth.
try to light it, especially not in front of my face.
I can't. It's
I would-
raining too much.
Let's not keep this thing around us.
If
know.
you dried it all out, then yes, maybe, but it is soaking at the moment.
Janina's not happy about it because she can imagine the fire and
Yes, that's
and
also-
she's imagining Mara's face on fire. So she doesn't.
Okay. When I see her expression, I just.
Yeah, that's better. So let's see if the girls are also lucky.
Yes, I know. I don't know. I don't feel like.
What about Marta when you were alone? Did you have a good chat with her?
Yes,
What do you think of her?
I like her. I'm sorry for her.
Yes, me too.
I don't know. You know.
She seems like a good person.
Yes, she's. I don't know, because it's hard for me because she asked questions. I myself asked myself many times. Yeah, and what can I say? She's not completely wrong. I mean, we survived, but it's not alive.
But maybe we can make something good out of it.
Yes, it's what I hope. But
I guess it's just hard for her because she hurt people and she seems like a person that would never hurt a fly.
no, she don't want to be a monster, and I totally agree with her.
I guess Sabbat really made a mistake turning her, because she would not be a monster even when they tried.
No, she really.
So that's a shame for her, for them, because she's gonna be on our side.
Yes, we will make sure she's
She will.
the is.
Let's hope she will make it. She will adjust, and Felicia will take care of her, and Bea maybe can help her too, because they seem to have a much better connection than we two have with Marta, because she drank her blood, or I don't know.
Probably she's just better than me for sure to the whole babysitting thing. That's the thing.
I hope you didn't try to scare Marta. And I smiled, Mara.
I didn't want, but I probably did.
Okay, so I think Bea definitely covered your mistakes, if you made any.
No, just.
I just don't think that Marta is very appreciative of you trying to perform your monster, because I know you're not a monster, but you like to try and pretend that you are. I guess you like to play.
It's the only thing I know. I am nothing but a character. There's nothing else. That's the sad truth.
You're a good friend to me.
Thank you. You are too.
Thank you. Okay,
I'm
so
not maybe, but I have to be something.
Well,
Nina, I'm not a person.
You're a person.
I'm not an actress. I don't know what I am now. So scary is the only thing I am for now.
Well, I don't know. I don't think you're scary. I don't even think Roman is scary. I think scary. We met scary people in the last couple of nights.
We met psycho. That's the difference.
Yes.
I'm scary.
You're playful. You're playful, scary. You like to scare people.
Yes, I do. But let's not get too philosophical here, please. Let's just
let's go get the girls.
The baby needs to feed.
Yes.
And you walk through the rain and finally reach the theater. You go under parts of collapsed ceiling, finally reaching the place of the remains of the stage. And you see Bea sitting there with Marta. They're holding hands.
Oh, hello. Is everything okay?
Yes. I think it would be easier for Marta to drink blood not directly from a person. Janina, I was wondering whether you'd be able to get us some bagged blood from the hospital. I know that
can
you know
definitely. Yes, I have a friend there. We can try, and I'm sure we can get inside, and I will try to ask for blood.
Thank you, says Marta, looking to you.
And Janina's thinking that it's nice that she doesn't want to hurt people, but she wants bagged blood. In Janina's eyes, it's worse, because you're stealing blood that should be for helping people. So
yes. But you
So-
know, you have a contact at the hospital.
Yes.
But you also know that you were supposed to come back to Felicia and you're already late, probably.
Okay, so I
That-
think, yes, I think we're late. I think we should split, and we should maybe you, Bea, and Marta should go back to Felicia, so she knows that everything's okay, and
Okay.
and Mara will. So we didn't separate completely. We will go to the hospital, and we will return with the blood.
Okay. That makes sense.
Maybe I can try to get more blood for Felicia also.
That seems sensible. Okay.
So are we going now?
Yes, I pull up my map and quickly check the directions, just to be.
Please don't get
Marta
lost.
looks at your map. She
Yeah.
kind of-
Mara, could you point out where we are on here?
I go to where I point in the map.
Perfect, thank you.
Maybe also let's tell the address to Marta. I think
She
she
is
will.
looking at
Yes,
the map.
I'll point on the map and say, so this is. I've actually probably got an actual marker on the map saying.
I imagined you did, yeah.
Just in case. So that's where we're aiming to get to. So this
Alright.
is the route that we'll take.
Okay, let's
Yes.
go then.
Perfect. I'll link arms with her and.
Leave her out.
Yes, well, I'll follow Mara and Janina as they leave because I'm not 100% sure how they got in here in the first place.
So you follow them. It's a bit of a, you have to go through the rubble. But Mara knows this road very well, so you just follow them out, and you, Bea, with Marta, head back towards your haven, and Janina and Mara, are you gonna go to the hospital?
Yes.
The one near the cathedral?
Is it the one where Witold works?
He works there. He works in various places.
Oh, okay.
He is there sometimes.
Okay.
You know that he lives on this side of the river, but in a district, sort of, you have to pass the Poniatowski bridge that you took to cross the river.
So we will
and it's
go.
sort of on the same bank of the river, but further in that direction. That's where his house is. And he is working in various, like trying to set up various clinics on this side.
Okay, so then we go to the nearest hospital.
Okay, so you head there. And I think this is a good time and place to take a break.
Yeah.
So we will be back in about 15 minutes. And in the meantime, just last week, if you want to ask us any questions, feel free to write them in the chat. We will be answering on our Twitter. That is _Lamias, that's our handle. So yes, if there's anything that you want to ask us, go ahead in the chat. And we will be back in 15 minutes.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
So if you have any more questions that pop into your head, feel free to write them in the chat. My partner will be collecting them, and then we will answer on Twitter. And now, I think, let's go back to our story. And let's start with Bea and Marta. You are walking, following the road on the map. You know where you're going. Marta seems pretty confident. She seems to know the area well. And you reach your haven, and the light is on there.
I'll sort of knock twice and then let myself in.
So you come in, you see Felicia in her armchair. She's turning her head to look at you, smiles, and then winces with pain. And like almost shifts back. And you see Roman there who like comes up to her like, is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Janina and Mara have just gone to the hospital. They're going to see if they can pick up some blood for Marta. She'd feel more comfortable not feeding directly from a person. So.
Oh, well, it's one princess.
I give him a look of maybe not right now.
Marta just like looks at him a bit like, not quite offended, more like scared and shocked and just confused.
I'll turn to her and just go, don't mind him. Roman's a little rough around the edges, but when he's good people. Mother.
Alicia is just looking at Marta. It's like, come here, dear. Come to me. She gestures at Marta.
I'll lead her over. Marta, this is Felicia. This is my mother.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Oh, just look at me for a moment, dear. Oh, you are so troubled. Oh no. And she just looks at her. And as she does, you see Marta's face goes kind of more blank. She's still looking. But she seems more indifferent now. Felicia's like, oh, now we can talk. Please sit down. She gestures toward one of the chairs. Marta goes there. Oh, it's very nice to meet you. Bea was so kind to help me. Oh, yes, so I've heard. Listen, Bea, we've been talking with Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I am, and I will be for the next few nights. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I thought it was just a simple cut, but it hurt me much more than I expected.
No.
But we thought you, the three of you, should go ahead and announce yourselves to the Camarilla and say we're here, and we'll follow you along. You should find Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
When you're there, tell him I'm all right.
Okay. Should we let them know about what happened in the cemetery?
I think it would be reasonable.
Okay. I'll take out my notebook and start making notes.
I think they would be more likely to trust you and trust us again if we aren't obviously keeping secrets. And I don't think we have much to hide. She is glancing very slightly at Marta, who just sits there sort of staring at the wall.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We can do that.
You said you had a phone number.
Yes. I think Mara knows. I think it was the radio station has a phone. I say, looking back through my notes.
Yeah, they would have a phone at the radio and all the government places.
So we could maybe contact them from there.
Might we have one at the hospital? Do you know which hospital they went to?
It was the one near the cathedral.
Of course.
I think Janina knows someone there, so it might be slightly easier for them to get supplies.
True. Felicia keeps glancing towards Marta, towards you, towards Roman. So, I hoped we would all have a discussion, but they went somewhere else, and I think they really... Roman, you think there should be a phone at the hospital? Well, I think so. maybe you should go ahead and meet them there, and if they have friends there, maybe once they're there, they could just use the phone and arrange the meeting for tomorrow. Would you be okay to go, Bea? Do you think that would be all right? I would really like to come with you, but I can barely stand up as it is.
Oh no, absolutely. We'll be fine. We can do that. Have I met the prince before?
You have briefly.
Okay.
Assuming it's the same prince.
I think Rahela mentioned it was a Katarzyna.
Oh, Katarzyna, yes, that would be her. I didn't think she would last once this whole war started. But life is full of surprises. Maybe she's tougher than she seemed.
Well, at least I've then already met her, so I suppose that might make introductions a little easier.
Yes, and, well, they give you a phone number, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't hurt to call and see what they say.
Absolutely.
But, well, as Roman said, we've been talking when you were gone, and you mentioned some Sabbat priest? Have you met a Sabbat priest? Bea, this is the most troubling thing.
I don't have anything in my notes about meeting him, but I did see him in a few visions. He was at the cathedral. He drew symbols on the wall in blood.
Of course, there's no manners in there at all, no civilization.
Right.
So we need to find some more proper company to keep us safe.
Safety in numbers.
Yes, I want you and your sisters to stay safe. She says she throws a very quick glance at Marta as she says this.
Should we go speak in our room, Mother?
In a moment. Okay. I will want to talk to you. But Roman, maybe you should go and I don't know, wait for Mara and Janina outside the hospital. Just to save time. Well, I can go. But you sure you'll be okay? You sure you don't need me to get you some blood? Oh, if you could pick up some blood, that would be very sweet. But I think it's important that we establish contact with Camarilla. I'm sorry, Bea, I interrupted you.
No, that's all right. I think Mara and Janina mentioned that if they can, they'll try and get you some supplies while they're out as well.
Oh, they're such sweethearts.
Yes.
Right, I'll head off then. Hospital near the cathedral. Did they say anything more? Who they're meeting there? Well, I guess there will be near wherever the blood is stored.
Out of character, I don't remember whether Janina mentioned Vitold.
I think she would have mentioned Vitold at some point. Yes.
Okay. I think they're meeting someone called Vitold.
Vitold.
Yes.
Right. Well, I guess it's time to go and announce ourselves. Splendid, truly splendid. Felicia, would you like me to stay with you and protect you while they're gone, or do you want me to come with them? Well, if you could stay with me, I think I'd feel safer. But of course, girls, if you want Roman to come with you to meet the prince.
No, that's all right, Mother. Well, we can protect each other.
I'm sure you can take care of your sisters. Right. I'll see you.
Okay. And take care. Stay safe.
Puts on his coat. As he walks out, closes the door. Oh. Well, now, I think our guest is quite comfortable, aren't you, Marta? I'm all right. I will be all right. I feel much calmer now. Okay, Bea. Should we talk then?
Yes. Yes, I think we should.
Can you help me stand up? I don't know.
Mhm.
I am very weak.
I go over and take her elbow, and she can lean on me.
She is leaning on you quite heavily. She is able to walk, but you see that every step just hurt her. She doesn't seem visibly hurt, except for the fact that, you notice few things about her are a bit unfamiliar. She normally puts on much more makeup. She cares much more for her appearance now. She looks a bit disheveled, tired. You help her. She is able to walk, wincing, and you walk towards your room. In the meantime, Janina, Mara, you are walking towards the hospital. You pass the ruins of St. Florence Cathedral. Hidden behind some of the fog, but you see fragments of the walls sticking out from it. It's raining less now. It gets more foggy. And you pass them, walking towards Vistula River, left. And there is the hospital.
Am I familiar with this hospital exactly? Was I inside?
Yes, you've been there before. Vitold works there sometimes.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the reception and I will ask if Vitold is on duty tonight.
I stay in the shadows because I
Yeah.
think it's here.
Okay, so you.
Okay, before we go, I'm gonna whisper to Mara that if we won't manage to find Vitold and there won't be a safe way to get the blood, that I will try to lead her to the where the blood is stored and we will try to break in.
Like,
But first we will try to do it like officially.
Yeah.
So you come up to the reception. And there's a woman there. She looks for some notebook. Yes, doctor should be here.
Can I meet with him?
You mean Dr. Motowski, right?
Yes.
He's on duty. Who are you? Are you his relative?
Yes,
Daughter?
I'm his cousin, and I will show her that I'm like hurt a bit. So I will put the coat a bit so she saw that I'm bloody and that it's an emergency.
Oh, right, of course. Go ahead. Do you know where his room is?
Yes, I know.
Well, then go ahead, please.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. I hope you.
It's gonna. Thank you. I'm sure he will. Okay, so I'm gonna go to his office because I think I know where it is.
Yes, you know where it is. It's nice. So there aren't super a lot of people in the hospital. Are you, Mara, sneaking after her?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you can do it fairly easily. There aren't many people, so you can stay out of the way, so that you are unnoticeable to mortals here.
Okay, I will knock on his door and wait for when he lets me in.
So you don't hear a response, but then from down the corridor, you hear footsteps and you hear, like, Janina, haven't seen you in a while, and you see him coming back.
Also, out of character, does he know that I am a vampire or he doesn't?
I presume he doesn't.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Assumed you didn't tell him. If you did, then...
I think I didn't, but I was just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Okay, so back in character. Oh, good evening, Witold. I will give him a hug. And I
Good to
And
see you.
Can we go to your office?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Come on in. I've just finished with a few patients.
Thank
I was
you.
going to get myself some coffee. Would you like some? It's pretty awful.
Yes. Yes, please.
But... All right. I'll be back in just a second.
Okay.
He lets you into the office
Okay.
and then walks off.
I'm gonna can I quickly look if I see any like keys labeled or like anything that could be labeled like blood storage or something?
Look for perception and investigation.
Okay.
With difficulty 8.
Do I have a penalty on this or not?
Yes, you do. You do.
So -2.
-2 dice.
And what was the difficulty? I'm sorry.
I think it's gonna be 8 to have a quick
Okay.
glance, look into some,
I have none because I have 9 and 1, so nothing.
Nothing. So you try to you look around, you don't see any keys. Then you start opening the drawers, and you see a lot of various like pens and keys and bits of paper inside. But at this point, you hear footsteps.
Okay, I'm gonna sit and wait for the coffee.
Vitold's coming back. He gives you 1 mug, slightly chipped, something that resembles coffee. Takes another one, drinks a bit. Like, disgusting, as I said.
Can I use Blush of Life, like to drink the coffee?
I think you might be able to like then force yourself to hold it for a bit, but normally there is a merit for that.
Okay.
But let's say for now you can pretend that you are sort of drinking, and
Okay.
I will check it for next time to know for sure.
I will drink like just like 1 or 2 sips, like just.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Well, busy. There's not enough doctors, way too many patients.
Oh, I can feel your pain because
Still rebuilding some hospitals. Well, you know how it is. I'm trying to set up some clinics, trying to teach new generation, keeping myself busy.
yes, that's good. How's your family?
So a break. You would remember his family is dead.
Oh,
They all
I
I think
no
like
one
Janina,
because
Janina
I know
would
I know like his daughter was dead, but I was like maybe like his larger family, like anyone like relative.
Well, oh yeah, he doesn't have any close relatives.
Okay, then ignore like I didn't ask any.
Janina would remember that.
Okay, so I'm sorry, but I visited you because I have an emergency. I have a friend and he's very badly hurt. He's in sort of like a hospital, but he needs a transfusion of blood. Do you think I could get a few packs from here?
Well, possibly. We are like a bit short on blood. I think everyone is at the moment.
Yes, but he's a fugitive. You know, he can't go to the hospital. So
I understand it. Well, see what I can do. I could try to put him up under the false name in a hospital if.
maybe we can do that later. But right now, I think the people that are caring for him, they really need the blood so they can make the surgery themselves because they are good doctors, but they cannot come here because
This could get me in a lot of trouble.
I know. I'm so sorry. I can repay you any way you want.
Roll for charisma and persuasion. With difficulty, I think 8.
Okay. Do I have a penalty on this?
Yes.
Can I spend a willpower?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh my god, my willpower is not looking as good as usual. Okay, so nothing.
But you have willpower.
Yeah.
You spent willpower.
Yes.
So he looks at you and he is about to refuse, but then, like, oh, okay, I'll try and get you something. How much do you need?
At least 2. At least 2.
All right, come with me.
Thank you. You're so kind.
In the meantime, Mara, what are you doing?
I'm close to Janina.
So you went inside into the office.
I'm
Okay.
following her.
And you're just like hidden somewhere in the corner there, trying to. It's a small office, so you have to sort of squeeze yourself into a corner to, you know, not have someone accidentally brush up against you.
Yeah, Nosferatus. Easy.
So you hear
Because-
all that conversation.
Yes, because I'm ready to act if something goes wrong.
And he opens the door and lets Janina out. Are you trying to sneak past?
Yes.
Just roll me wits and stealth with difficulty 7.
Okay.
Because you are trying to squeeze, out in the moment he's letting Janina pass through, and then
Once.
I have 1 success. Okay, so you manage. You stay very close to Janina, and before Vitold starts walking out, you sort of just gracefully move to the side, and he locks the door. You manage to avoid him, and he leads you, Janina, downstairs, to one of the basements. Right, so here's the storage. I can give you some.
Okay.
And he goes into the refrigerated storage space, lets you in there. Take your pick. What do you need? And you have like different types, and you can just pick.
Okay, so I will pretend that he has the 0.
Okay.
So I take two blood packs of 0.
Yeah, it's like it isn't this kind of glass jars.
Oh, okay.
Looked it up in the break.
And Janina's there, licking it from the ground.
So you pick up these 2 glass jars. Vito's sort of standing outside, checking if no one's coming.
I will try
Right.
to hide them.
Janina, I want to help your friend and I want to help you, but I can't do this very often.
I know. This is a
Get
special
me in
situation.
trouble, and I'm trying to establish something good here.
Yes.
Whatever will come out of this,
If you ever need help with something, I'm here for you. You know that. You can count on me.
If you ever wanted to go back to practicing, I could get you a job.
Oh, that would
We
be...
are really short-handed everywhere in the city.
Especially if it was like during the night, because I have time during the night. So
Sure, I mean, it's
if you
not many volunteers
if
for
few
that
times
shift,
a week,
but-
I would be very grateful.
Yeah,
I
I'm sure
wanna help.
someone who gets to have a proper good night's sleep will be grateful to you. I'll ask around.
Thank you. I will hug him and I will say goodbye and try to leave and not show or break the glass.
So you sort of try to hide it. It is a bit difficult for you to hide 2 of them
Yeah.
under your coat.
Yeah. I'm just thinking that I will try to hide them until we get outside, and then I will try to get one tomorrow.
Yes. So Vitold says, like, do you know the way out? I need to go back.
Yes, I know. Have a
Go
good
check on
night
the
and
patients.
thank you. You're saving lives. You will save the life of this person. And Janina looks at the ground while she says it.
How are you feeling, Janina, doing all that?
She's not feeling too great because she would rather take the blood and left it here, but she cares for Felicia and she also wants to help Marta because she really feels sorry for her. So she hopes that maybe Witold can find her a place here and maybe she can do both. She can maybe steal blood to help her friends and also help people here. So that's what she's thinking, that maybe she can make it work.
And you are going outside, trying to hide the 2 jars under your coat. And Mara, I assume you're following. Right. In the meantime, Bea, you walk with Felicia into your bedroom. She sits on her bed. Come, my dear, please sit beside me. I need to talk to you.
You sit down and take her hand.
This girl, you said she came from Sabbat.
Yes. Yes.
Have you looked at her aura? Do you know what she's done?
From what she's described, I imagine diablerie is not unlikely.
No, it's not. Listen, this is going to be... I'm not liking this. I want you to understand, my daughter, that I'm not liking this, but this is an important lesson for you, and I need you to learn. You want to take care of your sisters, right?
Yes.
We can't show this girl to the Camarilla.
Right.
We can't show ourselves to Camarilla bringing a lost Sabbat shovelhead and a diablerist. They'll never understand it. They'll never acknowledge this as a good deed. And I know your sisters are sensitive and still very young. But you are the eldest, you need to take care of them, and I'm sure you understand we must get rid of her. Do you understand why, Bea?
I think so. So if the Camarilla was to see us associated with a diablerist, that would be marked against us.
Oh, they won't like that at all, and well, I must say I find diablerie disturbing myself, and I know it's not her fault. And that is all very unfortunate, but, you know, for your sister's sake, we don't know who their sires are. We don't know where they are. We need to introduce them and make sure they are presented in the best possible light. And it's so much better to dispose of one of these shovelheads than to bring one and ask for them to be invited into the fold. It's not the most pleasant aspect of our society, but it is necessary that you learn and understand.
Yes, Mother.
Some of that is necessary for survival.
I understand.
Will you help me?
How will we do it?
Oh, I will take care of immobilizing her. I could use a drink, and you'll be there to make sure everything goes okay. And then we'll just need to leave her for the sun. No one will be able to tell. She'll be
Very well.
dust, and there's so much dust in the city.
As you say, Mother.
Do you understand, my daughter? Learn those things. Sometimes we need to do unpleasant things to survive and to help those we care about. And I really care about you and your sisters, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to any of you.
I wouldn't want anything to happen to us either. I will protect us.
Okay. I would say let's get on with it. She should be not much of a problem now. She's much calmer. Her emotions were raging when she came in. She trusts you, say.
She trusts me now.
That is very good. I knew I could count on you. Please, help me up. I need to get to her. I need your help in this.
Yes, Mother.
And you can't let me take too much.
No, Mother.
How are you feeling about with that request?
There's a tugging inside of me that cares about her from the blood that I've consumed, but I don't quite realize it's from that. But my mother is more important. What my mother says is true. Mother knows best. And I will do it to protect my sisters. I would do anything to keep them safe. What will we tell the girls?
Oh. I was thinking, well, Roman has seen her here, but if we said that she ran off, or... Well, I wouldn't like you to tell Roman what happened. He's a very sensitive man. He might be troubled by this, and I don't want to see him troubled.
I won't remember by tomorrow.
That's very good. What do you think we should tell the girls? You're much closer to them than I am, you know. What would work best with them? What will they understand?
I think running off would be the most believable. They know I'm not very good at subduing people.
Oh no, never mind the moment. It's very good. Oh, please help me up.
I take her elbow and I help.
Let's get this over with.
We can go and sit next to her.
Let's do that. And you lead her. She is walking with difficulty, but with purpose. Walking, you open the door. There is Marta sitting there. She looks at you. Are you all right? Can I help in any way? She asks. Oh, you're all right, my dear, says Felicia. Let's have a little chat. Bea, help me, please.
Yes, Mother.
And
I'll
you
lead
lead her
to sit next to her, and I'll sit on the other side.
sit on the other side. And this bad Felicia, she starts hugs Marta a bit, leans closer to her. Now, my dear, you're safe here. There's no need to worry. And with that, she comes closer to her and you see her fangs sinking into Marta's neck.
I'll reach into my pocket and pull out my switchblade, in case things go wrong.
So you sit there with your switchblade in your hand as Felicia starts drinking. Meanwhile,
I'm heartbroken right now.
Everything's fine.
I would say I was sorry, but I'm not. I am a bit.
Never trust Malkavian. Never trust Malkavian.
Mother's lovely. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mara, you see Janina sort of struggling with these two glass jars of blood. They are sort of hidden, but she looks like it's not obvious what she's carrying underneath there, but it's quite obvious she is carrying something.
As soon as no one is around, I take one of these from her and
Right, you can do this, and then you can with much more ease
Okay,
walk
thank
out
you.
of the hospital. And you go outside. And you are outside the hospital now.
Okay. I'm still in the shadows with probably some blood. And, well, let's go back finally.
Yes, we have 2 mouths to feed.
Yes.
Let's try not to break the glass.
Family just grew. You
Okay,
think
so-
you...
What? Please, again?
You think you're going to go back to work?
Well, I'm thinking about it, You're saying we have nothing, no life, and I could do something with my life, on life, or whatever this is. I want to help people, give something back from what I take.
Yeah, makes sense.
So if it will be possible, I will try to work.
Well,
Maybe we can use the money. If I get any money, if I volunteer, I won't get any money. But if I ever get any money, we can use it to upgrade our haven.
Oh, yes, that could
Maybe
be
get a phone.
Yes. Being more protected could be helpful these days.
Yes,
Yes.
it would be nice to have a phone.
As you are walking, you see ahead of you, sort of walking towards you from the opposite direction, kind of nondescript, about 30-something, slightly graying man, whom you recognize as a face that Roman often wears.
Oh, hi, Roman, is it you? I will whisper, in case it's not him.
Yeah, sure, it's me.
Hey.
No, I dressed up for you to recognize me.
Oh, yes, but I prefer the other face.
Well, I can't walk around with that.
Yes, I know.
People
Yes.
don't find it very pretty.
Well, people are weird.
Yeah, well,
But
it's your sister around here.
Yes, or at least she should be.
Well, hello, Shadow.
Hello. I'm right behind you.
Is there an emergency or?
We've been talking and talking and talking, and we decided it was time for some action in addition to talking. So I came here to tell you that we'd very much like you to call Camarilla. I copied this number from Bea's little book. I was talking to Felicia, and we figured, you girls should go ahead and stay behind with her, take care of her. You will tell them we're around here. Talk to some contacts.
Okay.
You might have. So yeah, let's call this number and.
Right now?
We don't have a phone right now.
That was the idea. Bea mentioned something about you having contacts at the hospital.
Oh,
Well, hospital
I do.
should have a phone.
Yes. Well, okay. So
Is that a problem?
no,
I see you
it's not.
are already managed to gather some supplies.
Yes, I'm gonna give him. Are you going back? If you are going back, can you please take these two to Marta and Felicia?
I thought I'd stay with you, you know, for company and stuff, but if you want, I can start
Oh.
heading back right now with these.
I think it will be better if you go with the supplies. So
Quite
there
a
was.
balancing act, but I'll manage.
But I'm sorry you went all this way just to get
Don't
back
worry.
again.
Leave
But-
the-
Well,
But at least
I
you'll
live.
get.
Actually, I'm already dead, but you know, you didn't hurt my pride or anything or feelings. I'll be fine.
Okay, thank you. I will get back as soon as we will talk on the phone.
Yeah.
So what exactly should we say to the contact?
Well, I'm not really sure what they'll want to know. I guess the three of you would like to meet with them.
Okay, so try to
We-
arrange a meeting.
I don't think name dropping Felicia or me will hurt, but we'll be joining you later.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I will try to set up a meeting.
Okay.
And
Roman.
then we will get
Unless you
back.
have any more info than a phone number, did they tell you anything specific about what they want and what they can arrange and all that?
I'm not sure anymore. There was so much happening. I don't remember anything. I'm a bit bare right now.
Oh, don't worry.
Isn't that contagious?
I hope it's not.
Roman.
Me too.
Roman.
Don't tell Felicia I said it. Bella's charming, but
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be.
value my memory. I remember things.
Roman,
What up?
you trust these Camarilla guys?
Well, they're a bunch of assholes, but there's a sort of assholes you can talk to, like to a person. Most of the times, anyway.
They
I
are
take
going.
them over Sabbat.
Oh well, not a great compliment to make to anyone saying that they are better than Sabbat.
Well, I was raised to be a good citizen, and I think, as I said, like any people in power, screw them, but I don't want to get on their bad side either, and I would feel safer with them than without them, if that makes sense.
Got it. Thank you. We will see what we can do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
See you in an hour.
I might go. Oh no, I have these. Well, I guess I'll carry this back and then go for a quick bite. Or maybe I put them aside somewhere in the alley for just a second.
Just be safe.
I'll be
Yes.
fine.
Okay.
Keeping my eye out for Sabbat. And he starts walking away.
So let's go
Okay.
back.
We can do that, probably.
Oh, yeah. Let's try. Do they have a phone on the reception?
Yeah, they would, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the receptionist. Oh, good evening again. I'm feeling much better, but I would like to. Is there a way for me to call someone from here, because I don't have a phone and I have to let my family know that I'm okay?
Sure, yes, you can use a phone. It's right. I'll show you the way.
Okay, thank you so much. You're so
She
kind.
takes you sort of, to the room through the door she has behind her, and there is indeed a phone there that you've seen her go to answer before. You can use that one right here.
Oh, yes. Thank you. That would be great.
Just be quick, because, you know, we get some important calls here.
Yes, yes. It won't take more than a few minutes. Okay, so then, Mara, maybe do you want to call?
Yeah, she leaves us alone. We are alone.
Yes, she goes out of this room. You're not like, you are alone in the room. She is at her desk.
Oh, yeah.
There is like a wall sort of separating you. There is a door which is partially open between you.
Okay.
Try to put myself in the shadows, hidden.
Oh no, yeah, you can go. You can like go into the room, no problem. You can get in there.
I mean, I want to drop, obfuscate, and get to the phone without causing panic.
You can sort of crouch behind the table and the chair.
I'm gonna
and
like
reach
pretend
for,
that I'm
you know, the speaker.
I'm having a phone.
You can get to the phone. It's fine. Like
Okay, perfect. So I phone.
so you.
And I'm there standing and trying to pretend like I'm also talking on the phone.
Turning the wheel on the phone. Choose the number that you were given by Rahela that should put you in contact with Camarilla. Meanwhile, Felicia drinks. And then you see Marta's, as this is happening, Marta starts sort of struggling a bit. But Felicia holds her and tries to calm her. Marta tries to push her away. What do you want to do?
I would like to boost my strength and then try to hold her.
All right, do that. Roll strength and roll to hold her.
Haha, you mean strength?
I mean strength, yeah.
I'm gonna spend a willpower again. I'm not doing too well on that either, but
it's difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6. Okay, that is 3 successes.
3 successes. Yes, you did much better than she did. You hold her. She was about to push Felicia off herself.
I just kind of shush her quietly and stroke her hair.
She is struggling. You feel her strength as she's trying to break free. But surprisingly, even for yourself, you manage to have a strength to hold her in place. And finally, her skin turns sort of dry, and her body kind of contracts a bit.
I then touch Felicia's shoulder.
And as you go to touch Felicia's shoulder, Felicia extracts her fangs, takes a handkerchief, wipes her mouth. Oh, thank you so much, my dear.
That's all right. I'm a little stronger right now. Where should we put her?
Oh, I think some sort of abandoned place. You know the ruined building? There's a street from here.
Okay.
Maybe if you carry her there and just leave her in the ruins.
Okay.
And we'll come back and take care of the rest.
Mm-hmm. I'll try and... Can I move one of her arms and put it over my shoulder?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I will do that and just kind of walk her as though she's drunk.
Yeah, she is looking sort of like more like a dried sort of corpse now.
That's fair. Is there like a spare coat or something, a hood or something I could cover her with?
There's coats, there are like blankets you could wrap her in.
I don't think I could lift her bodily, because my strength's not that good.
You might have to drag her a bit.
Yeah. So I think the sort of over the shoulder is kind of the best solution I have. But I'll try and take her out the back door. And if I can find Anything, in fact. I'll take her through to the ruined building, and then I'll maybe try to ram the switchblade through her chest.
All right. So you are dragging her along the street. It's pretty empty. The weather's been awful.
Mm-hmm.
You hear footsteps at some point coming from behind the corner.
Can I get out the way and into an alley?
You can like duck into an archway and hide in there. And you do that. And you see a militiaman. He doesn't turn like to walk past you. He just walks, crosses the street and keeps walking.
Okay.
And you can keep walking after he disappears.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to the ruined building.
Mm-hmm.
And it is getting a bit hard. You're getting a bit tired. But she is lighter now than a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
So you are able to get her there. What are you thinking about as that is happening?
I'm glad I can protect my sisters, and I can protect my mother and Roman. So I'm glad to do this.
So you go into the ruined building and you find a place where you can position her under one of the windows in the rubble. You place her there. She's lying there. You see her dirty hair with dirt still in them, her dirty clothing. Her fell is now a bit shriveled, dried up.
I stroke her hair, and I kiss her on the forehead, and I say sweet dreams to her. And then I'll take the switchblade and push it into her chest.
Do you leave it there? Or just stab her and take it out?
I need to keep that with me, so I'll stab her and take it out.
So you do that. There is no blood in her, so it just leaves an empty wound. You put away your switchblade.
And I take out my journal, and I just start writing repeatedly. Marta ran away. Marta ran away. Marta ran away. And then I put it back, and I head back to Mother.
You start heading back, and as you do that, please roll for conscience.
Can I choose to fail?
You can, yeah.
I don't feel bad.
Okay. I'm not sure if you can according to the rules, but I'm happy to let you make that choice. So you lose what point? Well, actually, you know what? Roll anyway, because you can botch.
Oh, good.
So I don't think...
What was the difficulty?
It's 8 normally.
Cool, I rolled 1 success.
Okay. Do you want to fail anyway?
I want to fail anyway.
So you don't feel bad. And you are walking back. And as you walk back, you start remembering her running away.
I start calling out for her.
So you call her name, but there's no sign of her.
Oh, we lost Aurora.
And we just lost Aurora.
Gosh darn it.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see if maybe her phone.
Yes, we might have a bit of technical break and see what happened with Aurora, and hopefully we'll be back very soon.
Yeah.
Hello again. Sorry about that. We regained our Nosferatu.
Sorry,
She's back from obfuscate.
my
So, All right, so as Bea is running around searching for Marta, let's go back to the hospital where Mara, you dialed the number.
Wonderful. Yeah.
You wait. A signal, then another, then another. Hello?
Hello?
You hear a male voice.
I was given this number by a common friend. I was told that if I want to talk to the prince, I have to phone this number.
Sure, that's the right number. So, who are you? What's your name? What's your plan?
My name is Mara. I am Nosferatu.
You hear
I
him
am well. Hmm?
You hear him like searching for something there, kind of rummaging through stuff, and then listen. Then like
Okay.
he's listening to you. Yes, go on.
Well, I'm me and my friends are what are left in Warsaw of our extinct little club, from what I know.
How many of you are there?
I am me, my three other sisters, and two other older of our kind. Probably you know them, Felicia and Roman. They were there before us.
Well, I will ask. Do you all want to come here? Now. I'm guessing you want to set up a meeting, right?
Sorry, I didn't hear you well.
You want to set up a meeting?
Yes, exactly.
How
We
many
have a
of you
bit
will
of,
be coming? How many?
Three.
So you, Mara de Nosferatu, who else? Their names?
Beatrix of Clan Malkavian and Janina of Clan Bruja.
Right, I'll be sure to convey that information. Be here tomorrow at 10 p.m. sharp. You need to go to Bureau for the Reconstruction of the Capitol building. It's on Chochimska 22, Old Ujazdowski Hospital. And when you get there, well, the building will be closed. There'll be lots of people working. Ask someone for Henrik Stenka. I'll arrange everything.
We will be there.
I will be expecting you tomorrow.
Very well. Thank you. And see you tomorrow.
See you. He disconnects phone.
So, how it went?
Hang up. Well, we have a place, we have a scheduled time tomorrow.
Okay.
So we are good. I told them that we three are going to be there. I kept Marta out of this for
I don't
now.
think
I
she
don't
should.
think she's.
Yes, she's not ready. Okay, let's go.
And
Let's
go inform the others.
Yes, go back in the shadows.
The phone starts ringing around this point, and You manage, Mara, to hide yourself as woman from the reception just runs in, answers the phone, and she just waves you goodbye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Starts
much.
talking to someone.
And I'm gonna go.
And you are leaving the hospital.
Yes.
You are outside. Are you walking straight to your haven?
I think yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
if I see someone I could drink on the way home, I'm gonna go for it.
Not a bad idea, because I have also to heal myself at some point.
Yes, me too. I'm still very hurt, so.
Not a bad idea.
Okay, so as you're walking on your way, you see in one of the archways, you see a man sleeping.
Oh, is he like homeless?
Yes,
And he's alone?
he is alone.
I'm gonna sit next to him and I will gently pull away his scarf. I guess he has a scarf, and I will bite him.
So as you come up to him, you notice there's like part of his one leg is missing, and he has a walking cane somewhere nearby.
I'm noticing it when exactly?
No, when you come up, before you start drinking.
Oh, okay.
But you can still go on, of course.
Oh no, when I see that he's like hurt, and I think that it's not
It's
worth
like an
it.
old injury, you know, it's not just fresh.
I know, but I think he's having it hard enough, so I decide not to. I will try to look for someone else, some healthy man.
So Mara, you see her walk away from the man, not
Like,
having drunk.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I just.
I follow the shadows.
Okay, so we are going back home, and I keep my eyes open for some opportunities to feed.
So you continue walking. You see a man walking with a shovel like over his shoulder, looking maybe 30.
But he has a shovel. I don't have.
Yes, many people do as they work at removing the rubble, cleaning up the city. It's quite a common sight.
Okay, so
nothing unusual about it.
All right. So is he alone?
He is alone, yes.
So I'm gonna tell Mara. So maybe we can split this one. You know? Just
like the sound of it.
Let's each drink just a bit.
Yeah, I like the sound of it. Let's do that.
Okay, so maybe you can jump him from the back because you're invisible.
Yeah.
And I be there in case he somehow manages to evade you and tries to reach for his shovel. I will be there and just pretend. I pretend to go to his level, so in case Mara didn't succeed, I'm gonna help her.
All right, so Mara, you're sneaking towards him, right? And you want to jump him.
Exactly.
Just roll me strength and brawl to see if he will push you away or not.
Okay, I spend willpower.
I can't spend. I don't want to spend any more willpower. So.
God, we're knackered.
Two successes.
Two successes. Yeah. So he kind of, as soon as he feels you reaching for him, he turns around, but you are able to hold on and sink your fangs in before he pushes you away. And you drink. Janina, what are you doing?
I'm watching around, and does he still hold his shovel, or he dropped it?
Well, yeah, he would have dropped it now.
Okay,
It's
I'm
fell to
gonna
the
pick it
ground.
up and I'm gonna kick it away. So in case,
So keep
just
the
in
shovel.
case.
It makes a bit of a noise as it rattles.
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna
the street.
look around if no one
Doesn't
no one's
seem
watching.
to be anyone here at the moment. Mara, you're drinking the taste of Vita. Almost blinds you to everything in the world, but you're not that hungry. You can control yourself.
Yes.
How much do you drink?
I take one and then I step back. I still hold him, but I do a little step back and then gesture to Janina to get closer, to share the meal.
Okay, I'm gonna get close, and I'm gonna take him and bite him into the neck, and drink one.
So you also just drink a little bit. And you leave with you leave him having drunk what is safe.
Yes, I just sit him on the ground next to his shovel.
He's sort of grunting, looking around dazed.
Are you okay, mister?
I step back into the shadows.
Must have overworked myself.
Yes, you drop your shovel. It's here. Don't worry, nobody stole
Get
it.
home, my wife will be worried.
Oh, then are you okay? Will you manage to go home?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave you. Okay, good night.
Yeah. He tries to stand up. He is a bit like shaky, but he manages to put himself up, sort of supporting himself on the wall. And you are walking towards the haven.
I heal 1 point of damage.
Okay.
I start.
Can I also heal?
Yes, absolutely.
But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna heal at home.
Okay.
Hope I will remember.
So you start walking back towards haven. Bea, you're calling Marta. You can't find her.
After I've been looking around for about 20 minutes, I'll head back inside. I don't want to go far away from Mother.
So you go back inside, and you see Felicia talking to Roman. She's sitting in her armchair. There are 2 jars of glass, filled with blood, just on the table.
Mother, I can't find her. I don't know where she went.
I was just telling Roman how she ran off. We couldn't stop her. She. I thought I calmed her down, okay. He's like, well, I can do some digging if you want. I think we should wait for the other girls now. We'll look tomorrow. I want to hear what they will be. Whether they manage to get in touch.
She might have gone back to the theatre since she knows it's safe. We could check there tomorrow.
Oh, that's a very good idea. You should do that. I'm sure no one would be offended if I have a little bit of that, right? She points to the lad. And Norman's like, no, I think you need it more than anyone, really. I don't know what that bitch did to you. But as soon as I find out and know how to deal with that, I'll find a way to kick her ass. Or stab her from behind, more likely. Seems safer. And he brings one of the jars to Felicia, who just starts drinking it. Empties it. Oh, that should help me. Bea, you're so worried.
Yes,
Please
Mother.
sit down. We will. I'm sorry. I just want us all to be together. We keep missing each other.
I
And
know.
I want to see you all together. I want to know you're all okay.
I sit down and take her hand.
She takes your hand. And soon, Janina and Mara come back.
Finally, as soon as I'm home, I drop obfuscated. I come back from shadows. Felicia, finally, I'm.
Good evening,
Did
everyone.
you see Marta when you were out on the street?
Why? Where is she?
She ran away. I don't know where she went.
Poor girl
Why?
she was so angry and so scared, and Roman went to find you, and Bea chased after her, but she couldn't find her.
Oh, should we go look?
Yes, she cannot stay on her own.
Did you scared
Not with
her with something, or why? She seemed quite calm.
She was a very troubled person, and I don't know what they've done to her in Sabbat. Bea thinks she might have gone back to the theater.
Okay. We can check later.
What
Yes.
time is it? Is it getting on towards sunrise at this point, or is it?
There is still a bit of time. You could walk to the theater and back. If you wanted to.
Yes.
But girls, first tell me, did you manage to get in touch with the Camarilla?
Yes, we have a happy date with Camarilla people for tomorrow. We three. Sorry, Felicia, I didn't include you and Roman because I thought after what happened, I don't know how much they can be trusted. If it's safe, we all go together. So
no,
probably better.
That was a plan. I'm in no condition to go anywhere, really.
Yes, I see. So we go, we see what they have to say, we see the situation, and we come back to you. I did make your name. I don't know if you have. Is safe. You have problems with them.
Yes, I don't know how many would remember me, but some certainly would. Maybe Estera is there already.
Apparently, I've met the prince
They-
before, so
Oh, well, that could help. But
And do you remember?
no.
you have notes, probably.
But he will,
If you have
hopefully.
notes,
Or she will
Bea,
remember.
Bea, this is important.
I'll go back through my
Look,
notes.
If you have notes about this prince, this Camarilla from back, take a look at your notes. You are very good at keeping notes. Anything can be helpful. Every bit of information. We do know nothing about these people.
I will do that tomorrow after I wake up.
Okay.
Great. The meeting is at 10. I'll go check for Marta now.
Yes.
If anyone want to come,
I will come.
you
I will
already
just
know.
take
where
a
I
shower
live.
because I have to wash all
Yes.
of the blood, and
Well,
I'm still.
If you want to
kind of-
take a shower, then I'll go with Mara and we can go
Okay.
check.
Okay, because
Okay.
I can't go. I have to heal myself also. So I'm gonna heal that 1 point.
All right,
Okay.
no problem. That's 1 blood point. We'll do that.
Back in the shadows, and I'll go during the travel between the heaven and the theater, I look for Marta, obviously.
So you're
Perception.
walking on your own, Mara, in the end.
I'm coming with her.
Oh, you're coming with her. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
Janina goes
I'm
to wash herself.
Yes.
You don't quite have a shower. You have to like pour some water and then like
Oh,
pour it
okay,
over.
anyway.
You know, you're
Okay,
living
so-
in like a basement of a bombed out building.
Okay, so
There
pretend
isn't quite
just like-
that, but you
So-
you can wash
yeah.
yourself there.
Yeah, I wash my hair especially, and then I will change my clothes because I have Bea's coat and the rest of my clothes is bloody, and so I will take some of my other clothes because I don't have many, so I have like 3 or 4 pieces that I wear all over again. And I will, if I will try to repair these for later.
Yeah, they are quite stained with blood and
Yeah.
cuts. You might need to, like put a patch on it.
Yeah.
It will not look very pretty, but it will be functional still. And as you finish washing, Bea and Mara are gone. And Felicia is there, and Roman is sitting there, sort of playing with a jar of blood, kind of moving in on the table, making little circles with his hand. So, Janina, what
Yes.
more can you tell us now that we have a bit calmer moment to talk? Things are set up. Hopefully, hopefully Marta will show up.
Yes, I hope. She was so lost, and I'm
What
not
more
sure
can you tell
why
us?
she ran away. About what?
What happened in between? You've met Sabbat.
Yes. Well,
What
first
did they want? Did you
Well, I
talk to
think
them?
the priest, we first met him, and I think he tried to like recruit us or like, make us passionate about his cause or something. I don't know. What he said didn't make any sense to me because it just sounded like some religious crap. So I
Perhaps
don't
it
know.
was what it sounded.
So that was it. And there was the Nosferatu with the shovel, the one that later, a few nights later, attacked us. Like he sent the 2 people, Marta and the guy, for us to attack, and he took the guy, and they left.
Charming, charming people, as always.
Yes. Well, he's a Nosferatu, so I'm just. Do you know anyone? He is kind of like hunched, and I don't know. He sounded like he's not a very, very charming guy, but the priest and him, they seem like they are close.
Well, I don't think I know him, but I don't really keep in touch with that side of the family, so to speak. I am sure
I don't.
someone might know more. Sure,
Maybe-
my sire, if that bitch resurfaces, would know what he's about.
Oh.
He made it. Was quite competent, if cold-hearted.
Yeah. So that's about it. And also the Nosferatu, he uses animals to spy on us.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I mean, not to spy on you, but yeah. They're helpful little fellows.
Yeah, maybe you can
You know
teach.
how to
You can
go.
teach Mara how to do that because we don't have a very good relationship with animals.
Oh, I could do that if she, was willing to learn. I think sometimes she's more interested in talking at things than to things.
Well,
If that makes sense.
yes, it does. Well, let's see. Let's ask her when she comes back, because I don't know. She
I
seems
can-
like the dog is really just, that he defeated her. The dog, she's not happy about it. And I think,
Well, defeated by a dog. Have to tell me that story some other time. But
Betrayal.
yeah, I can introduce her to some rats and stray dogs.
that would be nice.
See how they react to her. Maybe she'll make new friends.
Oh, that would be nice.
She's obviously
Felicia
making
is
new friends.
smiling, listening to this. She's not saying much, but she is looking at you, smiling.
How are you feeling, Felicia? Did the blood help?
I think it will once I get some rest.
Oh,
After we
yes.
sleep. I thought it was just a cat, but it's I just feel very weakened.
Oh, yes.
You know, anytime she tries to move, she kind of winces with pain.
So, what exactly happened when we were away? Did Marta just bolt it out of here? Did you say something that scared her, or just?
Try to talk to her about feeding and our way of life. And, you need to, some of these things aren't pleasant, but you need to educate every young kindred. And she just got very agitated and she started shouting at us and she just ran off. I thought she was going to lose it to the beast for a moment.
Oh, that's unfortunate because, I don't know.
Roll for perception and empathy.
Okay.
Go, Janina, I believe in you. Furiosa to
Once I
believe.
find it.
You still have your
Yes.
penalties. That
Yes,
will come
okay,
out.
so-
Difficulty is 6, but I'm gonna roll for
Uh,
Felicia.
Okay, so I have 3 because I have the penalty. I have 1 success.
Have 1 success. Yeah, she just seems very concerned about all this that happened and seems to feel bad she couldn't help.
Okay.
Obviously,
Well,
wait.
maybe the girls can find her and bring her back. Because I don't know.
Also.
I hope. She just, I don't know. I feel sorry for her. She shouldn't be alone. We are here to help her. She's better off with us than with Sabbat.
Definitely. I don't wish anyone existence with those people.
Yes, they're horrible. Tell me, what more do you know about the Sabbat?
Oh, they seem to think they're on some kind of crusade. I think it's all nonsense, to be honest. I'm not really sure what their point is. They just choose to express it very loudly and with a lot of violence. I think if they had the point, they forgot it a long time ago. But
Yeah,
I
seems
never
like that.
really associated with them much. That's just outside perspective.
Yes, but from
But-
what I've seen, it's just terrible. I just can I just hope that the Camarilla guys will help us get rid of these, because I don't want to see such monstrosity in our city,
Oh yes, I
or
really,
in any other city. But I'm not a god, so
I really hope we will stay at Camarilla City. But it worked.
So, what about you? What happened with you in this couple of nights?
Oh well, you know Roman. When you girls went to investigate at the cathedral, Roman came by and he told me he set up this meeting, but just to be safe, he wanted to spend the day at one of his hideouts to make sure we have enough time to make our way there for the meeting, so that we're not late and that, we're well fed and in good condition. So I left you girls a note. I hope you found it.
Well,
You
Mara
must have. You
found it.
followed us.
Bea got lost because she
Um,
didn't find the note.
And then we went to the meeting at the cemetery. We talked briefly to this Tremere woman. She was capable. She managed to survive on her own for quite a long time. Claimed she didn't know anything about her clan or Camarilla. Said she couldn't find her sire, but I was willing to invite her along. I don't think she's necessarily the most friendly sort, but would be good to have her around. But I was feeling a bit uneasy, like something wasn't right. So I let Roman continue talking with her and took a look around, and then this other woman just jumped at me with a knife, completely unprovoked. She cut me, and I managed to get away. Roman helped me. He pulled her off me. He got hurt as well, though far less than I did. I don't know, that wound just won't heal normally.
Do you think the woman that attacked you, that she's Sabbat?
I think she might be. I'm not very sure who they were. What do you think, Roman? Could be Sabbat. Could be some other fuckers. I almost prefer them to be Sabbat at this point. At least the devil. I could do with far less devils at the moment, Roman. Yeah, well spoken. But yeah, like from the others, was that fancy bitch there? Blonde one, Bea seems to recognize her from some vision of her.
Yes.
And some guy who just stood there, I think he had like white hair or something, some heavy coat. Didn't really stop to look. I was very busy running as far as I could with Felicia. But he didn't seem to be interested in us. Went after the Tremere.
I see. And are you hurt, Roman?
A bit. I'll be fine though. Felicia.
Drink the
took much
blood
more.
that you brought.
Well, if you're offering, and he opens it, drinks a bit, half of it, and then gives the other half to Felicia. She says, "Oh, thank you. You're so sweet." And she drinks it as well. In the meantime, Mara, you are walking. It's raining more heavily again. You are getting soaked again in the rain.
I look around to see during the trip if I see Marta anywhere.
Well, roll for perception and alertness, and we'll see what you see. Difficulty 7, let's say.
Nope.
You'll
No.
see nothing. It's raining. Yeah, there's no people. There's no one here.
It really is awful out tonight.
Yes, it is. You have no idea. You didn't see anything that can help us to find her.
I'll look for an omen.
Ah,
I want
that is a good idea.
I want to see whether she's safe.
Right. So roll for perception and awareness. Difficulty 7.
Okay. I've got 3 successes. One of them is a 10.
So that's
4
make it
successes.
4.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah. So, as you are walking, you look around, and you see a puddle, and you see rain falling into that puddle, the droplets splashing and splashing more and more intensely, more and more angrily. It seems that rain is just getting more intense. There is the water of a puddle. It's really troubled and quiet, splashing everywhere. And you see briefly a mice running through it. And you see this mice in this turbulent water with angry droplets coming from above. And you know Marta is in danger and she can't do anything about it.
Oh no. We need to head to the. We need to find her quickly.
Yes. Where? Give me direction.
I don't have directions. They don't give me directions.
Okay. Simple problem. You see something?
I think she's in danger, but she can't stop it.
You saw something around her?
Mara, I saw a puddle and a mouse. I'm
Okay.
interpreting.
Okay. Well, let's look around.
I guess the
not
theater is the
much we
best we have.
Let's keep looking for her. And
So
I keep looking for her.
You keep looking for her as you walk towards the theater. And you don't see her. You see some couple of militiamen walking past. But that's it. There's no one really around. You see a couple of stray dogs. You see a rat running down the street at some point. But no sign of Marta.
I try to look in the theater.
So you get to the theater. You go inside. She isn't there. It's just as you left it, empty.
Martha?
What time it is? How much
It is.
time?
You don't have that much time. You can look around a little bit more if you want to, but you are on foot, walking on foot. So to cover all these distances, it is taking some time.
I'll keep look around. You can sleep here and help me look for her, or you can go back to the others. That's no problem. I'll keep looking for her. I don't know. I don't have your senses. I don't have your visions. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what else to tell you. I can go back and tell the others, and then maybe.
Yes.
Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Mother will know what to do.
Maybe she can see something we can't.
Maybe.
I'll keep looking around.
Okay.
Till I can.
Take care and stay safe.
Yes. I always do. You too.
Thank you. I will run home.
I'll keep very useful looking.
So you're heading back.
No, she will lose again.
No, she's fine. She has her map. You find your way. to your haven. Janina, the door open, Bea enters.
So, did you find her?
No, I looked for an omen. She's in danger and she can't stop. She can't stop it. I don't have any locations or anything. Mara's still out looking for her. She said she'd look around on foot.
Do you think Sabbat could have picked her back up?
Maybe. I don't know.
They could have called her to them. Sure they can. She must have had their blood. Or maybe not. I don't really know how they do these things.
If they find her, they might find this place.
That would be... Well, I don't really see what we can do today. Maybe,
Yes.
Roman, you can talk to some of your rat friends you were telling us all about and set them on the search. It would be awful if they found this place. We'd have to move. Where are we going to find another haven? The city is overcrowded as it is. Right, well, I'll have a talk with some rats. Be right back.
Okay.
And he heads outside to the street. Will Mara be joining us?
I hope so. She knows she doesn't have long. She might end up staying at the theatre.
Oh, of course, she still has her place.
Yes.
So, what
You
do
are
we do?
really worried, Bea. Come to me.
I'll kneel down in front of her.
She hugs you. Moves her hand over your head. You are safe, and Janina is safe, and Mara is safe. It would be nice to have it help another person. But we can't let it distract us completely. I hope Roman will find her.
Yes.
Because the rats can run around all day.
Yes, Mother.
Meanwhile, Mara.
Mara
You are
is-
running around the streets.
Yes, I
More
don't
like
give up.
sneaking around the streets, trying to find Marta. What approach do you take to this?
Okay, let's do the old style detective way. I try to, if I have time, to go back where we first met her.
You can walk to there. Yes, you still have time to walk to there.
Yes, I go there and I try to look for clue, for signs of her.
So you go to the courtyard where you got attacked by Marta and a man who seemed to be enjoying it much more than she was. But you don't see her there.
Okay, no time to hunt now. Well, puddle is not very useful as a clue for. It's raining. Everywhere is a puddle. She didn't said where she lived before she was turned,
No.
right?
No.
I try at the cathedral. I try to in the Sabbat spot. I have in.
You can walk towards the cathedral, but then you're gonna have to start walking back.
Okay. Well, I
So
don't
you-
have.
Go to the cathedral. You climb over the rubble. You get inside. The signs of blood are washed off now. It's been raining in the last few nights. But you don't see her. There's no one here at the moment. Just you in the ruins of the cathedral.
Since I am there, I'll take a quick look around to see if I find something interesting, and then go back.
So you have a quick look. Roll for investigation and perception with difficulty 8.
Two successes. No.
2 successes. You find a finger that started to rot a bit. Maybe some animal like munched on it. So you find that, and you find a golden, very thin chain with a very tiny picture of Virgin Mary, also in gold, attached to it, that just fell between some stones.
I loot everything.
You take the finger as well.
Why yes? Why not? Maybe
Okay,
Bea
right.
know what to do with it. Maybe Bea.
Birthday gift for Bea.
Happy birthday, have a rotting finger.
The chain, obviously, I keep. I will give you the finger.
All right, so you take it and you head back. Do you go back towards theater or the Haven?
To the theater, because I hope that maybe she come back there.
So we go back to the theater.
Obviously, she won't, but
On the way, but you don't see her, and you get back there, and she isn't there. It's just you. And the remains of your old life.
Mara is. She go to one of the posters. One about some sort. There's a girl in. She was not a role she played, but the drawing on the poster of reminds a bit of Marta. Mara snaps and angrily rip off the poster from the wall, and she sulk off into her bed, the place where she sleeps when she's there. She's there usually.
Right. What are you thinking about? How are you feeling? Before you
Mara is very angry because she promised to Marta to keep her safe, and she failed. She feels like she had abandoned her, and she also it was like she see for a moment a chance to prove that they can be something else. It was a bit like, she can do it, maybe we can do it together. We are a bit similar. We were embraced by force, but she can change, she can do something, and now she's gone, and it's like, fuck, there's no hope. We are cursed.
So you're laying there feeling hopeless and angry until you fall asleep. Meanwhile, Janina, Bea, you are with Roman and Felicia. Roman comes back after a while. He's like, well, I chatted to some rats still. They'll have a look.
Thank you.
I think that's the best I could have done for now.
Thank you.
Keep looking for her tomorrow when you head off to meet the prince.
Yes.
Fancy. I hate fancy places.
Me too.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a good time in that case.
Whereabouts is it taking place?
You have the address.
Okay.
Yes.
It's the Bureau for the Reconstruction of the Capital. That's where you're expected.
Okay.
And finally, it starts getting late. And you start feeling slowly that it is time to sleep. Roman's like, well, I think I'm gonna crash here again if you don't mind.
Yes.
Of course not. You're always welcome here.
You can take Mar's bed because I think she's not coming. She's at theater.
Well, I'm not gonna say no to that. If she shows up, she's gonna have to kick me out. And he goes up there whistling and lies on the bed. Right. Would you please help me?
Yes,
Go to my
absolutely.
bed. I'm still very weak.
Yes, Mother. I'll help her up and lead her through.
Good night.
Good night, Janina.
Sleep well.
Yes, you too.
Thank you.
I'll
I'll take her.
go into your rooms. Janina, what are you thinking about as you fall asleep after this night?
Well, first I'm worried about what Belle said about Marta, that she is in danger and that she can't do anything about it, because I also feel like at one side of me thinks that it's just Janina is just confused because why she doesn't understand why she would run away when she was so scared, and she wanted someone to be there. She doesn't know anything, so it just doesn't make much sense. And the other is also worried because Janina promised her that she's gonna be safe and everything, and now she's gone, and she doesn't feel like guilty because it wasn't her fault that she ran away, but she feels it's shame that she shouldn't run away, and at the same time she doesn't understand why she would run away. She doesn't know if anything happened here or like what. She tries to make a mental note to ask Bea tomorrow night.
So you
And then she
Right.
also worried a bit about Mara, and because I know Bea said that she's gonna be at the theater, but a tiny part of her like is worried that something like happened to her, but she doesn't want to think negatively.
and trying to make sense of it all and worrying about Marta and Mara, you fall asleep. Bea, you lead Felicia to your room. She sits on a bed. She holds your hand a bit longer. She looks into your eyes. I am very proud of you, Bea. I want you to know that. You're really growing up to be a wonderful young woman.
Thank you, Mother.
So happy to have you near me. And I know you will protect your sisters and keep them safe.
I'm
I'm
lucky to have
really proud. I just want you to know that.
Thank you. I'm lucky to have a mother like you.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm so glad we reunited. So sorry to send you off on your own again.
That's all right.
Uh,
Can I brush
know
your
you-
hair?
Oh, please do. I'm getting sleepy, but we have a little bit of time. And she undoes her hair and you brush it out. It's more difficult than you thought it would be. Her hair looks like she hasn't brushed it in a few nights. But you manage to brush it until it's smooth, grey cascade falling down her back. And you go to sleep as well. And now what are you thinking about? How are you feeling?
I just have the phrase Marta ran away playing in my head again and again and again. And I'm confused because I don't remember it happening, but I also remember it happening, but it's confusing. And I'm not sure what Mother is proud of me for. Maybe it's because we've missed each other for a while, but
She's
it's all
proud
right.
of you.
And that's nice.
And with that, you fall asleep. Thank you. I think this is a good place to end. Thank you so much to everyone who's been watching.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry for technical difficulties.
Sorry, it's my fault of the evil Nosferatu without connection.
So we will be back in 2 weeks on, I believe, 15th of December, the
Yes.
same time. We hope to see you again here, and we will be answering your questions on our Twitter. That's _Lamias. So go find us there to see what we have to say to all your questions. And once again, thank you so much for watching.
Yes,
See
thank
you in 2
you.
weeks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Good night.
Love you. Good night.